Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
We're utilizing it.
You know what? I was going to. I forgot all about. I was going to do something. I'm probably thinking of something. I was
Probably
going
still
to. I would need to say something over on Facebook saying we're live. But, hey, Pestilence, what's up? Yeah, lots of ads. Yeah. You gotta wait for. You got. That's why you gotta subscribe via Prime. See, the real trick is
Right.
trying to
Look,
have all the
there it
cast
is.
members subscribe. That way.
Oh yeah, let me open Twitch on my end.
Hey, I'm tier 1 out here. You know what I'm saying?
I should use my Prime membership to subscribe to our own channel, but I use the Prime membership to subscribe to other people's channel and rotate it, like, you know, also because, you know, like, you know, we got friends out there that are doing stuff too, so.
No. Why are you not letting me use my Prime sub? What the hell is going on? I'm a Prime member. The fuck?
I know who Pestilence is, Dan, by the way. Thank you, but I figured it was you, unless it was the imposter Pestilence that I keep hearing about that's been skulking around the internet.
Just an imposter pestilence. You know what that means? Copy strikes. Let's go. Get your lawyers involved.
Yeah. So you guys, you know to vacate the. You guys have your long rest. You guys level up. You guys know to vacate the residence before the 8 hours is up, because otherwise you will be crushed inside painfully.
By the way, when I wake up, I'm no longer Tessa. I'm Jessa again.
Oh, okay.
Man, we haven't
Oh,
seen Jess.
By
in,
the
like,
way, also, I believe. Yes. Okay. So here's a little trick I added for you, Stephanie. If you right-click on Tessa, right?
Woo, can I switch?
You can right-click on Tessa and go down, and then there's a thing that says multi-sided, and you choose the side.
all right, this is actually groundbreaking. Hold on.
So when
Wait.
you, and I don't have one for Folidar yet.
But you can do that. is
But
what
if
you're
you
saying.
made a couple things,
Oh, I can choose a random side. Ooh, that's
I might have to redo Folidar's border unless you can supply me with that border,
No. Hold on. Okay,
or
wait,
you can
wait.
supply me with the tokens.
No. You don't understand. I run a campaign that is about Power Rangers. Do you not see the appeal here?
Yes. So you can change from like your human to your morph form, and maybe even into the robot forms.
Yes, absolutely. That is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So so did you see how Tessa just did that? It still says
I
Tessa.
did.
It still says Tessa, unfortunately. So that would actually have to be done manually in there. You have to go in
that's
there
small.
and change it back to Jessa, which, you know. But for the Power Rangers campaign, you wouldn't have to change anybody's name
Yeah,
necessarily.
exactly. Ooh, that's huge. Wait, okay, so how can you do that? Let me.
It's actually quite easy.
It's a trick that you kind of got to look up, but it's pretty easy once you figure out how to do it. And I don't remember how to do it, but you know, it has to do with something. Trust me.
It has to do with bullshit.
I think
and
you make a
bullshit.
rollable table, if I remember
Yes,
right.
yes,
And
if
then
I
you put
remember
the
correctly.
token options on the table. So that's the other thing is we could make more optional forms since you guys are changelings, and we could put them in there like that.
That will eventually get to be so much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine for me. But
I
could
would
just
like it to
change
be.
it.
I would like it to be for James. I would like him to be able to go from this size to that size
To, like,
the
range,
same way,
yeah.
but it doesn't quite work that way.
I mean, it does. The tokens can change size. You just have
They
to
can?
set the up. Yes, you just have to set the second token to be the size you
To
need
be the right
to when you
size.
set it all
Okay,
up.
well
Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah.
I'll have to look into that then.
I know for a fact you can because I watched a tutorial about like a year or two ago about somebody
was
doing the
doing it?
exact. Yeah, they had somebody who.
Well, I know it works for wild shape to some degree.
Yeah, and that's how you do the same trick with wild shape basically, but you use because you know a bear or certain animals that you can wild shape or two are bigger than
Right,
like
yeah.
so they had a method they did.
If you're an Amazon Prime member, it's not that you won't have any ads. Dan, sorry to interrupt you, James. Dan
You're
is
fine.
asking a question. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, it's not that you won't have any ads. If you're a subscribed member to the Twitch channel, you shouldn't have any ads, I believe. Either that or you'll have far less, anyways.
Why is it telling me what the fuck is going on? I'm a Twitch member. I'm a fucking Prime member. Why?
I am the fucking Prime member. Yo.
No, like I'm a Prime member, but it's not letting me fucking.
That's me, DJ Brian Prime.
I always say to check to see if it's been. I think you can look at the history of the use of the Prime sub to see if it's been quote unquote utilized. I don't think it recycles automatically like a regular sub does, but that could be possible.
It recycles on the no, it does not recycle. It's well, maybe it does. I think
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I
entirely
think
certain.
it like unsubscribes every period though. I think like cuz you know it renews on the 18th. And so when it renews, I think it unsubscribes to whatever you're previously subscribed to. If I remember right. I'm not positive, but it seems to me that it works that way. All right. So, when last we left them, you guys were in the thing taking a long rest. You guys get done taking the long rest and we're going to leave your Mordenkainen's desirable sanctum. Do you want to leave anything inside specifically that you know of? Obviously, you don't want to leave any bags of holding inside the bag of holding storage area, but otherwise, your Mordenkainen's desirable or Liam's desirable sanctum or desirable residence will be a desirable explosion.
I know why the effect is on me, but for the time being, is it possible to like weaken that effect?
I don't know. Yes, we can. We can. Well, here, what we can do is we can just take the death ward off. That is the special death ward that you have on. Because it's not actually a death ward, it's actually a death curse. But there you go.
And you
Nothing
triggered
surprises
it.
me anymore. I'm already cursed to death, so this is new. This is not anything new at all.
Yeah, is this the one I?
Death and I are
Yeah, that's
old,
the one.
old
Okay,
lovers,
so
old
then-
friends.
I thought there's one with us. Oh, there. We'll just use that for now. Oh, that's poison. Okay, so that don't work either. That's a poison effect.
I think I did take up all the scrolls, which honestly, I believe I earned. I for my death something.
Oh, there we go. Use Prime Scrub. There we go. I am subbed again.
Ta-da! Well, thank you for your sub, and thank you anybody else for your sub. That being you, you also need to be a Prime Gaming member as well.
Prime Gaming is just part of Prime itself. You don't have to have a.
Yeah, as long
separate-
as you're a Prime member, it's fine. But you just have to subscribe to the channel itself, Dan. You have to
The
go
way it
go
works-
and use your Prime sub on the channel.
The way it works is when you hit subscribe, there's a little box on the computer to the left that says use your free sub or something like that.
Prime sub
Yeah.
is the bottom of your check mark it.
Also,
Yeah.
I highly recommend the Prime Gaming stuff because you're basically getting free games all the time, and even if you
Yep.
never download or play them, you know you got games sitting in your good old good old
And
games
currently,
Galaxy thing.
there's two really, really good ones: BioShock 2 Remastered and Super Meat Boy Forever.
Yep, and
Oh, Devil May Cry. Oh no, that's on Luna. I'm just looking at the. Here we go. The
Outer
Talos
Worlds is
Principle.
on there right now.
Talos
I own all
Principle.
of these
Damn.
games.
What's
Oh,
that?
the
What'd you say?
BioShock
I own
Infinite
all these
Complete.
games. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Zombie Army 4.
Yeah, Outer Worlds is on there. It's really good so far.
Outer Worlds is a very fun game.
Outer Worlds I got through Epic Games a little bit back.
All right, so you guys do know that the priest in them seem to be like locked in here with all these undead. When you guys come out of the chamber, you see several of the zombies kind of milling about aimlessly. Is Jessa going to exert control over them?
She's tough.
Are they gonna attack us if I don't?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Then I will.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a. What was it? Persuasion? I think it was. I don't know. It was a charisma-based thing, I think, influenced by the dagger at +2.
Persuasion?
I think it was persuasion.
On my best.
All right, that's good enough. All right, so yeah,
Oh.
so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 zombies kind of just following wherever you guys go, kind of thing.
So, how does the just attested thing work? You guys are sharing, like, memory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It appears that justice returned. Hooray! Bolidar says so sarcastically.
I thought you liked me.
I like you a great deal more than the other one. But
I don't like the other you at
But I
all.
like you about as much as I like anyone, though. No.
quote my namesake Felorius, 36th Emperor of the Castlestone Bridge, to like someone and to despise them are only differentiated by comparison.
What did he say? Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, so I will say any of you can make an insight check.
All right.
Why
I'm gonna try
not?
this. Insight might not be my best, but fuck it, I'm going to give
You
it a
got
try.
a good one.
On my character sheet.
Also, I don't know
Well,
if everybody is aware. I know I told you guys last time, but you guys may all elect to take an origin feat if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, we
You
were
don't
talking.
have to.
I
You don't
never
have to swap
chose.
over to 2024 if you don't want to. You may do so as an option. Some things are going to work still as 2014, but you each get an origin feat regardless.
If you have an origin feat, how many would you have?
What level? You guys are only level 6, so as a fighter you would have 3.
I'm a barbarian.
Yeah, as a barbarian you would have 2, I guess, right?
Okay, so that would be that.
And there's
I'm all
only-
good.
There's only so many origin ones too. There's only like
I think I took. I think I
Small.
already had tough.
If I recall correctly, I got stuck between.
so you could
The
so
origin
you could take a secondary feat instead of tough if you took tough at 4th level.
Yeah, I
games.
think that's what we did for Strike of Giants. How I got that.
Okay.
so
Yep.
I think I'm good.
All right. Hang on 1 second.
I was gonna stay a sage and get magic initiate. Is that what was gonna happen?
You don't. Yeah. You don't have to. If you
told me I
do
have
the
to
2020
change.
yeah, the 2024 thing, you don't have to take the background. You're going to keep the same background that you have currently, but you're going to take whatever feat that's an origin feat that you would like to
Yeah.
take, kind of thing.
Okay.
I
so-
have bad reputation as my feature from the background from the 2014 version. I'm just keeping it there. It's too much work to get rid of it.
I was. I think I had choice paralysis when we last did this because I was like, oh, these are all great.
Yeah, it gives way too much options at level 1. They say that that's why they moved the subclasses of everything to level 3, but in reality, by giving you a feat at level 1 guaranteed, they just made it the same problem.
I think I was gonna pick up Tavern Brawler, but that's not really all that appealing for me.
It's I was gonna say it's not the greatest for a monk, but it does have some good stuff for a monk because you can like reroll 1s and 2s or something like that. So
I might have to just. I'm
Oh,
not
that's
gonna-
right.
when it comes up, I'll tell you what it is out loud, and then I'll have to commit to that.
I was stuck between two as well. Now that I'm looking at them again.
I took Lucky.
all right. You know what? I didn't.
Honestly, that should probably be the one Fulladar takes. How bad he's been getting luck lately. Take Lucky. Make a prayer or
Lucky.
something.
I'm gonna mess
Just-
around and just start tripping all over the place.
Just be like, oh my lord, please give me luck. And then all of a sudden you just have some luck.
I'm going to do the abbreviated version because I didn't do this for all the people watching and the future people. Hail and well-met adventurers, welcome to the realm of imagination dice rolls, action surge, where epic tales unfold, dragons breathe fire, and heroes rise against the darkness. Join us as we embark upon a journey through the fantastical world of Dungeons and Dragons. And that's all you're getting today. Haha.
All right.
You can, that will encourage you to go watch previous episodes if you want to hear that full intro, I'm sure.
Lucky is actually considerable, so I'm definitely just stuck between Lucky and Magic Initiate. That's where I am right now.
James is all like, I never want to hear that intro again.
I'm lucky and
No,
skilled
really, it's
because
too much.
I like being skilled.
I was about to say, are you skilled enough? Your skills are
Just
are
takes-
superseding.
Just takes skilled again and gets more skilled.
Right.
Cutler, you had a good insight check, and Januka, you had a good insight check. I would say that Cutler, because Cutler is who I was going to pick to make the roll to begin with,
No, that
but Januka is a good person to have the good insight also. So you guys both kind of decide, you know, I don't think that these people would just be in this cave waiting for us to show up and, you know, just sitting here for days waiting for us to show up with no way to retreat if they needed to.
It does seem rather strange that they would just box themselves in like this, unless. Could it be possible that this isn't the dead end that we think it is?
I mean, dead end in the sense of zombies, perhaps, but dead end is in, like, no way forward? No, of course not. They wouldn't leave themselves trapped like this.
Not only that, but that one guy did start running, so I mean, he had to have somewhere to run too.
That's true. I thought originally that he was just trying to regroup with his compatriots, but upon further investigation, perhaps if we tread further into the darkness. Well,
Let's do it.
I've lived long enough, apparently.
Any of, say all of you have dark vision except for Januka, maybe? But Januka
I don't
has
think
light
I...
vision.
Oh, do Dragon... Hold on,
The
2020
changelings don't have dark vision.
I was about to say, do Dragonborn get dark vision in 2024 version? Hold up.
No, but
That-
Cutler's
that-
supposed to have a light on his Sheila, or
Hold up.
Januka
I
has
think
a light, one of
the-
the or both.
2024...
What is it called
Players-
now? The Warrior of Shadow? I think I get dark vision now.
Yeah, yep.
Ew. Warrior of Shadow.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I hate the fact that they changed it just to be Ugh, whatever.
It's unnecessary. It was an unnecessary change.
It really was.
But I used the powers of the Warrior of Peace. No, I'm joking. That still gets me the Warrior of Mercy. But anywho, I'm just
I get why they made the change, but it was a stupid change.
I like the Warrior of Mercy. He has to do all his attacks have to be blunt and non-fatal damage only.
Yeah, because he's a warrior, but he's also merciful. Apparently, I'm just gonna be Batman.
It doesn't say that in the description. I'm making that up, but I'm just saying
Yeah, I
that would
know.
be, like,
It's gonna be Batman. I just break everyone's bones, but I leave them alive.
what's your let me look at Jessa's passive perception. Oh, Jessa's passive perception is 18. You do notice that as you're walking down there, Jessa, you notice that there is a door there. Secret door hidden in the stones.
Oh, great. We got a
Yes!
secret
Yes!
door.
Yes! 2024 Dragonborn do get dark vision. Yes!
Right.
Nope,
Carry on.
not in my campaign. No, I'm just kidding.
Carry on.
I am so sorry. I couldn't help it.
But let me guess, it's only 20 feet.
No, it's
You know what? Here's what they should have done, in my opinion.
also
They should have
also-
not given Dragonborn dark vision at all. They should have given them blind sight because dragons almost all have blind sight.
Also, when you reach 5th level as a Dragonborn, you can channel your draconic magic to give yourself temporarily flight. As a bonus action, you sprout spectral wings on your back for that last for 10 minutes or until you retract them with no action, or have the incapacitating condition. During that time, you have a fly speed equal to your speed. Your wings appear to be made of the same energy as your breath weapon. Once you use this trait, you cannot do so until you finish a long rest.
So yours would be lightning. No, wait. No, yours not.
Fire.
Yours is fire. Yeah, fire.
I would be flying on wings of fucking flame.
Wings of flame. Anyway, so are you going to open the door, Stephanie?
Can I see if the door is trapped?
It doesn't
So
appear to
they-
be so. It appears to be, they seem to think that since it was hidden, then it wasn't a problem for it to be trapped or not.
Okay, then I open it.
All right, you should be able to click on it and it'll open. Knock and the door
I
will open.
did- Oh, there it is.
You notice that it curves into a narrow tunnel ahead.
Can I send one of the zombies?
Why don't you let me go ahead?
Go ahead.
Januka,
So are you going
I-
to try to
I
bring the
don't
zombies
know.
with you?
Januka,
No,
I don't know
I'll leave them.
if you have a
because-
sense of size, like permeance
Okay,
awareness
so if
problem or anything.
I would
here.
say if you're going to bring the zombies with you, you kind of have to usher them through the door. They're kind of dumb, so you kind of have to have them. You have to have them follow you. And otherwise they're gonna just like they're gonna try to follow you anyways. So if you're not gonna bring them with you, you have to kind of like be the last one through the door or whatever, and close the door behind you, because otherwise they're gonna try to get to you. They're gonna try to get to you either way, but it's a stone
They
door.
can't
so
open doors. Yeah.
They're safe down here. I'll leave them.
all right.
I'm not gonna cause damn problems.
I get dark vision. I no longer have to worry about the dark.
Oh, so I can give you dark vision now then, because then that way.
my shoulders as we walk through the path.
Roll20 just gave me a something went wrong message, and now I have to refresh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, what I am seeing here is
Oh, hang on. I gotta change the. I gotta get rid of the glowy effect off of Folidar.
also it's on every page.
The glowy effect is current. Yeah,
Yeah, you set it up on the other page ahead of time.
yeah.
And also Tessa flip. Did she change back? Is Tessa more in control now?
No, I'll fix it.
Oh, okay, got it. You got it. Okay. Here, let me change the name to Jessa. There we go. And then we're gonna I'm gonna give you night vision. It's 60 feet, correct? I believe.
Yes, sir. Woo! Are the changelings in the book by default, or were they not thrown in? I think they weren't.
Okay. So you guys should all have inspiration also. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background or whatever, but
I hear nothing.
there is a sound
I
of
hear-
war drums.
Okay.
War
And
drum.
as you approach this, as you're walking down through this cavern, you see what looks like a side cavern, but it's like cordoned off with bones, spikes, and wood, timbers, and leather of all sorts strapped together. And it looks as though there is an orc war camp here. You also
Oh.
see a symbol. The symbol is that of the Blood Skull Orcs, which you've seen earlier in your travels.
I've decided to become a magic initiate.
Okay.
I made my
Oh.
decision. Picking spells. This is the. I see where this is going.
Okay, I had to change my headset. I hear it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have your volume turned down in Roll20, then you won't hear. But okay, so you see this symbol, anyways, on the leather things and hanging and on decorations similar to that,
Crude.
and it is a symbol for the Blood Skull Orcs. I was looking. I'm just gonna use. I'm just gonna use this guy. As you approach, you can see there is an orc peeking between like some of the leather sheets out at you guys. Kind of like pushing the weaving aside, looking
Okay.
out.
So, does anybody speak Orcish?
I do believe I do. I'm checking my character sheet.
I do as well.
I'm not sure. Give me a second.
Okay. So in Orcish, I just make like a very common, very badly told Orcish joke to break
Nope,
the ice.
I do not.
So here we go. Okay.
Yes, I speak orc.
Yes. Yes. All right. So here we go. Hey, what did the elf? No, wait, that's not gonna work. They're gonna kill us.
I'll just say go on.
Wait, they're just gonna kill us.
What do you call an orc? What do you call a paladin with a spear in his chest? A
You want me
holy
to kill
knight.
you. Now you want me to kill you.
A holy night.
I just
Januka.
nudged Januka like,
Januka.
get it?
Januka in Orcish just going, now you want me to kill you.
What was the thing I had it playing on? Oh, Fire Song. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. So New York grunts back and says,
How do you edit the sound settings in Roll20? I'm not hearing it.
hang on. No, I turned it.
There you go.
It ended when the thing is. So I'm looking for where the there it is.
Are you playing those things?
There, now it's playing.
I hear nothing. How do you edit your Roll20?
So you just go to the settings,
Uh-huh.
and then you'll go down to audio and video.
Yep.
Yeah, turn it up.
And nope, maybe not. Oh yeah, and there should be a volume level type thing.
It
Oh,
says
you have volume.
my master volume is all the way up and I hear nothing.
I can
Yeah,
barely-
no, right now the one you're playing is turned down.
Yeah, the one I'm playing is turned down. Do you want me to turn it up?
Yes, because I want to see if I can hear it. Because I didn't even hear the war drums. I heard them through Twitch, but I didn't hear them through Roll20.
Okay, can you hear him now?
Nope. I gotta figure out what.
Yeah. So what I would say is in your sounds on your computer, make sure your browser sound is turned up. So like right click on the little speaker icon on your computer, open volume mixer, and then you'll go over and you'll find there'll be like a Google Chrome or whatever there is, and
All the way up, and it's through my headsets.
huh, strange. I don't know then. I know how you can hear it. Listen on Twitch. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but then I hear an echo.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
Oh, well.
at any rate, so, the one orc grunts, "That's terrible," and he like kind of closes the flap.
Well, look at these guys. Just like orcs are, rarely appreciating good sense of humor.
Knowing you is not that good.
That joke has killed among orcs in the past. Of course, they were more civilized, so I suppose there is a nature of difference there.
Well, jokes like that will get you killed.
Oh, cheer up, this paladin. You'll be fine.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys want a marching order or if you guys do anything. You do notice that the cavern tunnel, where it, is now widened out quite a bit, and you do notice that it continues on southward.
Intriguing. Orc encampment or walking south. I must say, both seem like such tenable paths.
I mean, I'm down to go through some orcs.
I'm sure we can reason with them. Just give me another joke. They'll definitely get this one.
As you
About
wait, oh, go ahead.
don't do
I'm just
humor
gonna-
and we actually talk.
I'm just gonna stand behind everybody, so that way, God forbid, they throw a javelin at Folidar this time.
As you are standing there like talking with each other and discussing things about whether or not you're gonna go talk to these orcs or confront them or whatever, you do notice that the makeshift gates suddenly part, and
I told you they like the joke.
standing there is someone that looks kind of familiar. He is a well-dressed orc, and he is looking at you. He says, "Ah, friends, come in." And he says that in his best common, which is fairly good because you've heard him talk this way before. And it was when you allowed him to go free in the basement of the keep, the Broken Spire keep.
Uh-huh.
I told you civilized orcs get
The
the
guy
joke.
we shared wine with, right?
What's that? Yeah, he's the guy you gave it. I believe you gave him some wine to take with him,
Yeah.
and he also asked if he could take the rug or something along those lines.
Yep.
Yeah, he was just like, look, I'm free to just leave here. I won't do anything. We're like, yeah, that sounds good. 'Cause
Oh,
we didn't
God.
kill him.
He
Oh
says,
God! Thank God this didn't involve any combat.
he says, "Welcome to the Bloodskull camp." He says, I'm an emissary, as you know. And he says, I've told everybody. They're practically waiting to see you. They were hoping you'd make it this far. I was on the fence, but I had good hopes. And he says,
This is a trap.
"You're welcome to stay, and make merry with us, and camp for the night, and maybe do some trade." And he says, "Or we can just kill you."
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
I say the trade's fine. How's that rug treating you?
He says, "Oh, it was great. It's great." He says, "Not killing you is not my choice, but he kind of leans over to Folidar. He says, "But a show of strength would be good."
Oh, I've got it. Cutler whispers in his ear in common. Do you mind if I throw you?
He says, "I'm just an emissary. Throw one of the bigger ones."
Wait. I got Cutler. Do you trust me?
Yes.
All right.
Oh God.
Boladar just kind of walks up a little bit, and then here we go. Hear ye, everyone!
Oh God.
You
Oh,
may have
no.
heard tales
Oh,
of the strength
goddamn
of
you.
our party,
God
but I dare
damn
say some of you are not convinced. So, to demonstrate the overwhelming power of just one of our members, I am opening an open challenge to take on Cutler, the Wall, never broken. A fair fight. And if you don't live, Well, well played.
Cutler steps up, jumps up on this rock. Well, fuck it, and he starts to rage.
All right, so can I roll persuasion and can he roll intimidation?
Yes.
I just I want to put a lot of power
Yeah.
into this.
Can I start like a betting ring on?
You start what?
She said start betting
A
ring.
betting-
Yeah,
Perfect.
betting. Yeah. Okay, you can start a betting thing. Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that. I
okay.
like that.
What's my persuasion on this?
Woo!
9. Jesus, but
Might as well
intimidation works.
earn some money from this weird contraption we're doing.
I was trying to add a little flavor to it, but I got a 2 on a roll. But he got that 20 on the advantage.
Yes, I have advantage on it.
So the intimidation is real. So, hey, who's gonna step up here? Because he's definitely scared. This was a win-win. Either I persuade them into fighting you, or you scare them into realizing what this.
I mean,
this
I
problem
did
is.
waste the use of rage for this, but it is what it is.
It's fine. If you fight, this is not a waste.
Right, exactly.
Okay. You see, hang on one second here.
I swear, if the orc chieftain doesn't step up, I'm gonna be so pissed.
The orc chieftain, you do see him in a like near a tent in the back, surrounded by several female orcs, and you see him kind of walk up toward the where you guys are curiously, and you hear him say something in Orcish. He says, "Champion," like that, and suddenly around the corner here, hang on one second. Around the corner here
Oh fuck.
comes a bullet, or a boule if you prefer,
Boule.
and there is an orc riding it, and
Oh shit. Okay.
he jumps off the back of the boule and lands on the ground in front of you, and he cracks his neck, and he says, "You're big. Good."
All right, everyone, your chieftain has arrived.
So I take that
Surely.
as he. So I take that.
No,
as
he is not. He is not the chieftain. He is the champion.
So
Oh,
I
my
take
bad, that's
that.
what I meant to say.
So I take that as he passed, getting past my nat 20 intimidation.
The nat 20
That's
intimidation. Let's see. Well, he was out of
Intention with
sight.
intimidation
He
was
was
to
out of
make-
sight, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It
I was
would.
gonna say,
Let,
my
let, me- let me
intention-
let me see. I'll give him an advantage on his check, and he probably will still be intimidated. So, but I'm gonna give him a morale check, basically.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he is like, he says, "I do not wish to fight you."
Disappointing.
And there, folks, your own champion falls. Falters
Cutler-
in the face
Cutler-
of Cutler.
Cutler, being smartass and probably kind of bold and stupid,
Oh no.
goes, "What about the chieftain?"
Cutler, what are you doing, sir?
The chieftain? Oh.
Cutler's kind of got in the
Good
fighting
question.
mindset, and this has kind of went off the rails in Cutler's head.
Color. We've achieved our goal. They won't kill us. You can stop now.
You just see
Uh,
Cutler smiling menacingly.
Oh no. I made a terrible miscalculation.
Yes, you did.
I'm playing with Januka.
Standing right next to this orc, I'm like, they weren't going to be able to anyway.
Okay, hold on one second.
So just take a good look at the champion. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. You say, what about the chieftain?
Indeed.
The chieftain rises from his throne. And he walks over towards you. And he says, "I am a wise chieftain." He says, "I do not wish for war." He says, we have many who would just crush you. And anyways, he says he walks over to you and he says, however, I do not want to disappoint. And he looks over at the champion that basically bowed out, and he says, if there are too many cowards in my camp. And the guy he kind of just the champion just kind of walks away, like.
We have absolutely embarrassed the champion.
And he didn't even take the bullet. He just walked
and
away.
the bullet kind of just wanders off, and then he says, the challenge is accepted. And he raises his great sword, and and he awaits your thing. He says you honor me with your vote of combat. He says, after we finish, there will be great feasting.
All right, place your
Cutler.
bets, people.
Cutler
Place
just
your
goes,
bets.
it's been a while since I've had a good spar. Nork Chieftain should prove quite a challenge.
One and all, see this moment in Orcish history. I will lean over to Janook and I just go, be prepared for our backup plan here. I'm not really sure how this is going to play out at all.
All right,
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Cutler is going to start off by attacking with his glaive.
All right.
Rage damage on.
We're gonna make you have an initiative roll.
I'm
absolutely.
hoping he's being non-lethal here.
Ooh, that's not the best.
Right.
I don't know why wormholes is there, but that'll work for an end point.
That is not the best.
Really use lucky right about now.
Yeah, I don't have it. If somebody else has it, that would be great.
I do.
You see the orc monarch. He walks back to here, and he some of the orcs clear a little bit of a path, a little bit of an area for you guys to fight in,
Yeah.
And he slaps his chest. He says, "Come, you are a guest in my camp."
So you want me to make the first move?
He nods.
Oh, okay then. So just making sure. So yes, I have extra damage from Elemental Cleaver. This is not looking too good. Okay, so I am going to choose the Strike of Giants that allows me to deal 1d10 damage here.
Okay.
And where's my glaive? Boop.
All right. Move up toward him.
I moved
Or are you
here
throwing
because I have
it at him?
glaive.
Oh, I didn't know if you were
I
throwing
have-
it at him. Okay.
No, I do move one step closer, but I have
Okay.
a glaive. So
Yep.
I'm gonna...
So yeah, you got
Be
10
smart.
feet of movement.
Yep.
Are you guys trapped in the wall right there, Stephanie?
I think they
No.
climbed.
Oh,
and
okay.
just got
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if there was actually a divider there. It's just a big rock. You guys are sitting on the rock watching.
Yeah, just chill with it there. I've
Place
touched
your
myself
bets.
Place your bets.
Place your bets.
All right,
That's what I'm
so
doing.
so
Is that popcorn? I'd sell popcorn.
Jessica, what are you betting on?
where's your rage damage?
Color, because, well, that's the best bet.
My rage
but-
damage is
Is it-
currently 3.
No, but I mean, is it in there? Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was in there. Okay, so
Where
20,
did
22
my-
damage.
Yep. And then, hold on, I'm checking to see something. Is this a bonus action?
By the way, I'm trying to stay close to Cutler so he's still under my protection, my aura.
I mean, Janook is totally fine to stay in there.
And then, since we are allowing 2024 rules, I was already raging, so I don't need to use my bonus action for this.
We're allowing some.
Are we allowing the one with the 10 minutes of flight for a spectral?
Yes. Okay, sorry.
I am going to use my bonus action to do that and fly my remaining 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
this chief is really about to do something crazy. I feel.
All right, so you're gonna. Oh, you're flying in the air, kind of thing, is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I'm 20 feet up in the air
Okay.
with flaming wings just coming out of my back.
Okay.
So you watch as Cutler just slams his glaive like almost like a thrust, but keeping hold of it instead of throwing it, and lightning and flame irradiate from the tip. Just, and he then spectral flaming wings from his back as he flies up in the air.
Total largest.
Okay, and is that it for Cutler?
Yes, that is my action and bonus action. Oh wait, no, I have extra attack. That's right. Shit. So
Yeah, you should have one more attack. Are you going to attack before you fly up, or are you going to throw something at him?
I'm going to throw one of my Cutler's storms.
Okay.
The good old magic item that Thalion made me a while back.
Yep.
Which is I can produce a magical javelin. It has 3 charges. While I carry it, I can use. Oh wait, that's an action. Never mind. So I'll just throw one of my regular javelins then. Meh. That probably does not hit. Inspiration is what? Add a D4 or D6?
What the heck is that? Oh,
Whoop.
Inspiration is D6. Yep.
Okay, so roll dice roller, where the fuck is the dice roller? There it is. D6. That is an 18
Nice.
or a 19, whichever.
19. Yep. So that's a hit. Well, I guess it would be 18. Yeah. So, but it's still a hit.
And that is another 18 damage.
Yeah. Oh. Does reckless attack work on both your attacks? It does, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it'd actually be a 19, yeah, because it'd be the 13. Okay. All right. Another 18 damage, you said?
Yep.
All right. Okay. And then
And that is my turn.
and this is while you're up in the air, you throw the javelin down at him or whatever, or
Yep.
the.
Yep, which also has the lightning and fire.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he kind of, just kind of shrugs off anything that you do. Kind of, it looks like. I mean, you think that he's more playing it up that he wasn't really hurt, but you because you think he was actually hurt, but he lets out this loud war cry, "Roar!" and make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw.
This is not going to be the best. Wisdom.
You probably should all make one just in case.
Yeah, if you're all
Yeah.
Well,
As a
technically, Cutler's only considered the only enemy at this point.
Okay.
But
Okay. I was gonna say because in case things get rowdy.
all right, so you got a 9 total.
Yeah, I did
Okay,
not.
so you are in essence afraid. Like you,
Cutler would not be afraid regardless. I call BS on that.
you are. Is Cutler immune to fear?
I don't know, but I just feel
Yeah,
like
he's frightened for 1 minute. So
I would like to
he
idea
may
that
not
for a
he may
moment.
not show it. He may not
I was
look
saying-
like he's afraid.
For a moment, Cutler doubts himself.
He may not look like he's afraid, but the idea of being afraid enough to maybe not get nearer to the
Closer,
target,
yeah.
yes, that would still be a thing, you know, like
yeah, that's fine.
if you can tell. There's lots of times when people are, scared shitless, and they'll still,
That's fine. I have my javelins.
Uh,
You're just making
So
me
at any rate, at that point, he lunges towards you, and then jumps. And he's not able to quite reach you, but he throws a javelin at you and misses completely. Right? I believe that's a miss. yeah.
Cutler's armor class is a 18.
I'm pretty sure it's not a 12. You're definitely a miss.
And it will also throw a second javelin,
Of course, he has two.
and he misses.
Cutler.
And then
I'm
he
not-
he says, "This isn't that honorable with you running away."
It's not running, it's tactics.
And he just kind of like waits, and then it is your turn again.
But
Over and under on color. I might not change my mind.
all right.
Hmm.
It's not that honorable running away. So I have a question. Would me dropping my wings count as me willingly moving closer? Because it would stop me from flying, but it wouldn't like me wanting to move closer.
Yeah, it would be. You'd have to kind of fly back, some.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna stay flying because, yeah. And
Oh no,
I-
actually no, it wouldn't count as you moving closer because he's the one that moved to you, essentially. So
That's what I'm saying. Me dropping my wings, causing me to fall here, would not count as me moving closer. Right?
yeah, no, I would allow that.
Okay. So I'm going to drop it. No action required. And then I'm going to strike twice.
I will say that you're kind of compelled to like move away from him still, but it's up to you whether you do that or not. It's not
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Cutler in character would just 100% keep attacking. Reckless.
right.
That doesn't hit. Fuck. Oh wait, that's the wrong glaive. Why do I have two glaives? What the fuck? Oh.
Not to mention, since the frightened effect takes place.
Yeah, I know, but why do I have two glaives? So I just roll normally instead of with disadvantage or advantage because I'm raging. So
Right.
26 to hit.
That is a hit.
BB.
14, 16, 21.
21 damage. All right.
Since you said it wasn't a fun fight with me running, I won't run.
Okay.
Cutler. I know Cutler's being goaded.
You notice Cutler doesn't even hear you. He is so focused on a fight. He is having so much fun.
I'll trust in my companion.
Hey, Ryan,
Yes.
if I cast this spell on Cutler, will that give him another reroll versus the fear condition?
The question is, would it cause a problem in the combat? At that point, the other orcs might get involved.
The next
Well,
time a
all I
creature.
gotta do is touch you.
Can you touch me without it being obvious you're casting a spell, though?
I mean, they're orcs. No, I'm joking. I'm not about to do that.
He wouldn't get a reroll on his on the touch. I don't think. Hang on one second. I'm looking because at the end of each of his turns, you can make, and he just ended his turn, so he can reroll the saving throw now.
Okay.
If you yeah, it says at the end of each of its turns, you can repeat the saving throw, and it gets the effects on itself on a success. However, when it's Januka, after this one, if Januka wants to cast that, it will give him advantage on his next one.
So yeah, I'll have advantage on my next one.
So you got 10 that time, but
Yep. Wisdom saves are not my best.
Because I mean, I
Oh.
could make it look like that I'm giving him encouragement and touch him and go, "Be brave."
Even with that, it probably wouldn't work because that's only a 14.
Right. Well, it won't
I
happen.
say, hey, nothing wrong with a little encouragement, right?
No.
The guy used a
now
cry,
I
a
would
fear.
say though that any one of you, don't forget, all of you have an inspiration, so any one of you could
Yeah.
give him your inspiration.
Just be
Oh,
like, here, take
I'm waiting on
it.
the right second to do it. You gotta build these things up. They gotta be dramatic.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so sorry, and on the end of Cutler's turn, the orc swings at you.
The end of his turn, my turn? You mean
Yeah.
the beginning of his turn?
No, the end of your turn.
How does he do that?
A legendary action,
Ah, okay, that's all I need to know.
Eh.
11 does not hit.
and he misses. Yep. And
Cutler
then
just sidesteps.
And then at the beginning of his turn, he's like and you can see he kind of looks like almost like he rages. And he will take 2 swipes at you.
Nice. Nice.
Ooh.
Now let's see the damage. Okay.
19, and hold on. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me do 2d8 at once.
19 and 19 is 38.
And 12. So yeah, so
50.
50. Yep, 50 total.
Ooh, boy.
How is?
And you can see him smile, and he looks both pleased with himself and pleased with the combat.
Well, as long as I'm giving him a fun fight, that's all that matters to me.
I will say though that are you casting that spell, Januka?
Yes.
Before Cutler's next turn? Okay. All right. And then it's Cutler's turn, and Cutler, you at the end of your turn, you may make that same save with advantage.
Okay. I mean, I'm rolling normal, so it ain't.
And I will also say, since you've seen him smile, you're slightly less afraid, so you can even have advantage +1,
Works for me.
like a double advantage kind of thing. Like,
So advantage +1 plus the 3 from Januka's aura. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We got a lot of money riding on this.
I'm going to
Do
first.
everything we need to get the fix in, team.
I'm going to attack with my breath weapon as 1 attack.
Okay.
Which that should be. Let me make sure I'm using the right one. I'm going to use. Well, first I'm going to attack with my blade because I want to repel him from me a little bit using repulsion thread.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, because getting up from prone is half movement, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to attack with my glaive first. 27. That's a crit. Ooh, yeah, boy.
Let's
Nice.
go. The perfect timing.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I had to sweat there for a second.
Oh, here we go.
Cutler just lifts his glaive up, and I would say instead of rolling on the crit table, can I send him up in the air a little bit? Because my plan here is I want to repel him, so I want to make it like I lift him in the air, and then I use my repulsion breath to hook him backwards.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Refusing the crit table. Oh boy, that man has a plan. While this is all happening, I'm just like trying to test my material on the orc next to me, so I'm just telling him.
Just telling him joke after joke, and he's just watching the combat.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Run that by me again, James. What did you? How did you want to execute this?
Instead of having the crit table, I would like to know if for the crit I can lift him in the air, like lift him off his feet with like an upper swing of my glaive.
Oh yeah, well that's yes, but that is not even part of the crit table per se. You know what I'm saying? It's like the crit
Yeah.
table is aside from that. So yes.
Oh, so I can lift it in the air and get a crit. Okay, cool. That works.
And you're gonna roll me a d20 though.
Okay, not a problem. Dice roll D20. 7.
Okay. So you're gonna roll your damage dice as normal, which you did.
Yep. 12, 14. That is 26. 14. That is 30. 39.
Okay. You notice that you open a large gash in his chest.
Ooh, nice. And then as he's in the air, I'm going to use my second attack to cause my breath weapon of repulsion breath. Each creature, so I launched him up. So how far up did I launch him with my glaive?
Probably not super high. Probably 10 feet.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my repulsion breath to push him another 20 feet in the air if he fails this saving throw. Must succeed a strength save or be pushed 20 feet and knocked prone. It means he's in the air. Would he have disadvantage on this?
Well, if he doesn't, I give him a little bad luck, and he does now.
All right. So yeah. So then yes, you would.
Sweet. So disadvantage on a strength save to be pushed another 30 feet into the air, and then he's gonna take fall damage.
Okay, and it's a dex save. DC what?
No, strength save.
Oh,
DC of my strength is that.
it's a strength save versus fire breath.
It's not fire. I'm using repulsion. I'm pushing him.
Yeah, but isn't it not fire breath
It
that
is-
is repulsing
no.
him?
I mean, maybe the repulsion breath feature says each creature in a cone must succeed a strength save.
Oh,
be
to
pushed
see or be
20
pushed. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
And
does
knocked
it?
prone.
But does it do any damage?
Nope, it's knocking
Oh,
him prone.
okay.
He's gonna take fall
Okay,
damage
so-
of 30 feet.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so strength save DC what?
Disadvantage. It is. Hold on, give me a second. God damn it, my character sheet.
Let's find out. 14.
All right. So
I don't know if he made it.
save is breath weapon.
That is close. That is a close.
It should be your normal DC
Plus my con bonus, so 8
Yeah.
plus con plus
plus
proficiency.
proficiency.
So 5 on my con plus 8 plus 3. So 8.
11
5
plus
and 3 is
15.
8.
Yeah, so he did not make it. That would be what 15, 16, 16, right?
Yep,
11
yep.
plus 5, 16. Yeah.
Yep.
so-
And I didn't use any of my movements. He's prone, so he doesn't get an
Yeah, but
opportunity
how far?
attack.
How far back? 10 feet.
30 total. I flew him
Oh,
10
30.
feet from the glaive, you said, and then
Well, yeah,
20
but that's
from repulsion.
yeah, but 10 feet was straight up. So.
Yeah, I'm
20
blowing him straight up with my repulsion breath, is what I'm saying. I want him to
Oh, okay,
fall
okay.
30
I thought you're saying okay,
No,
okay. So
I'm going
so
in the
10,
air.
so he's 10 feet in the air, and you blow him further up into the air,
20 feet.
another
Yep,
20
so he
feet. So
takes
yeah,
30 of fall damage.
so he just stays in the same spot though. But okay.
Right. He's still in the same spot. He
All right,
just
roll.
falls-
Give me. I'll let you roll it since you did this clever combat
Tactic.
trick. Roll the 3d6.
12. And then, because it cost half movement and I haven't used any of my movement whatsoever, I'm going to go ahead and move over him in a taunting manner and then go 2, 3, 4.
Prone. There it is.
I'm just going to taunt him by like stepping over him and going towards one of these orcs.
God. Oh.
Okay, and he takes another
Truly.
12. Okay.
Oh man. Oh. Yikes.
You can tell Cutler is getting cocky at this point.
Not to
Okay.
mention you just completely walked away from Januka.
Okay, so he stands up. Also make that it's the end of your turn, so make that did you make that wisdom
No.
the save? So-
So did touch me, so I have it advantage.
So you would not have been able to walk over him without making that save.
Yeah, I'll do the save first, obviously. Yeah, I got you. So
That's good.
Save with advantage.
But I will let you 8 plus 3 is 11 plus
Plus 1 is 12.
That doesn't make it, I don't think.
plus 1 is 12. Yep. So yeah, that doesn't make it.
I feel like I would have broken the frightened condition at this point with all that I've done to him. But
People
that's
do things, crazy things, and when their adrenaline is up, you know, that's just what's happening here. You're fighting extra hard because of the
Fair
creature
enough.
possibility.
So
All
so
right.
you still got to do all that. It's just that
Yeah.
you just didn't
I
get to
don't
do
get
the final the strut at the end, so to speak.
it is
I
fine.
give you my inspiration to roll another d6.
There you go.
Oh, he has to get a
That's
5
actually
or
a good.
6.
That's actually a good point. Everybody could do that.
We could.
5.
He did it.
Hey. There you go. Okay,
So
so
there's
now
no
you can
action.
make the strut.
Like Cutler just like steps 1 foot over him, just making sure to touch him and just over here. There we go.
His confidence is soaring.
Okay.
Polar
Okay.
over here is terrified because everything that Cutler is doing is far out of the plan.
The orc stands up. The orc chieftain. He stands up and he says, you hear him as he's standing up. He's slowly rising, and you hear. He says, "You see what a warrior looks like," and he looks at his camp. "If half of you were half of this man, I'd still have my kingdom."
He makes a fair point. I say to the orc next to him, next to me.
And,
Do
the
you,
orc next to you
do
says, "Don't get him riled up. Don't get him riled up."
Cutler looks at him. Cutler looks over to the orc next to him and goes, "It's too late. We're both riled up."
And he walks over towards you. He says,
So 15 feet to get up, and 15 feet.
"Yep, 15
would
feet is
be here.
15 feet is as far as you can go." And he says, he says, "I will leave this to you." And he says, "I will not surrender. I will not dishonor my clan or myself." He says, "But I will allow you the win and consider it a stalemate." He says, "You have proven your worth, you have proven your creed, and you have proven your strength. And most importantly," and he looks around, "you have proven you are not a coward."
Coward, definitely not. But I'll do you one better.
And he says,
I'm having a lot of fun.
okay,
So-
and he does say, "But I will not deny you the rest of the battle if that is what you choose."
Cutler, I know how you're thinking right now.
You can see Cutler's brain just going, combat, 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 combat. I'll tell you what. If we're both healed after this fight, I will gladly continue this fight.
He says, "Oh yes, my shamans will see to it for sure."
In that case, and Cutler is going to recklessly attack.
And he says, "If they don't," and he points to Jinyuka, "that one will kill them."
You see her smile and just crack her knuckles.
I mean, that's not wrong.
They know Januka's a paladin. That's interesting.
So Cutler is going to attack with his glaive again. 24 hits.
Nice.
Duh.
Nice.
All right.
Another good solid 19 damage.
And I am going to just use, this time, the glaive hook to be able to grapple him with the hook.
Okay.
Ooh, that didn't work.
Are you gonna pull him towards you at all, or?
I was going
Oh, that's
to
a
use-
miss though.
Yeah,
So, but yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered.
But
What I
was that the plan?
The plan was to, yes, pull him in towards me so I could control him, but that didn't work.
Jessa, he's throwing away this bet.
Okay. So.
See, the
Can I do an
see-
insight
see,
roll
the
to see how
problem
well
is-
the...
The problem is Cutler knows nothing about this bet, so Cutler's treating this like a real fight.
Okay.
Right?
So
Yeah, from our point of view, we're like, oh no,
So-
we're winning.
you see him rush towards you, and then he attacks, and he kind of does one of these things.
What things?
He's using strategy.
And
That's fine.
and he attacks twice.
Mhm.
Hang on, let me put him back at normal. There we go. And a miss. And a miss.
And a miss.
He used
And
reckless
then
attack.
and then
So that would be a first miss, so
and
we get a
then-
second attack here.
and
Yeah.
that those two attacks first come in on his first step.
Okay. But that was one attack because I attacked recklessly,
Yeah, he
so you have
reckless.
advantage.
Oh, okay, that was okay. So he does.
So that
have
was one
advantage.
attack.
Okay, I didn't know the second one, the most
So that
recent attack.
He
Okay.
was like right here,
Okay, and then
basically.
okay, so the next attack hits you, and then that
Yep.
was like as he's probably like there.
Yeah.
And he does 18 more damage,
Minus 18.
and as he travels around, you're gonna make a DC 17 Dex save. As his blades seem to just fly at you, his greatsword just seems to fly at you like uncontrollably fast. And you take 20 more
Can I
points of
do
damage.
an insight roll to see how well the chieftain is doing?
Sure.
Okay, I took the 20.
All right. You think that the chieftain is doing fairly well.
God. What can I
You
do?
think
What
you
can
think
I
he
do?
is definitely far more hurt. Oh, and hold on, I gotta take hold on, roll one. This has only been one round since you did that knock him into the air thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes another point of damage just from bleeding, because he's bleeding out, basically. Because remember that big gash he tore in his chest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you think he's doing pretty well, but you think he's also way more hurt than he was when he first started this battle. Like, you think he's, like, in meta terms, bloodied.
How is Cutler doing?
Not as
Oh,
good, but also
I'm-
bloodied.
I'm horrible.
Oh,
But
He's not showing any wear or tear of it because of how tough he is. But Cutler,
We know Cutler well
But
enough
Cutler
to see,
is-
like,
but Cutler is it is Cutler's turn also, so you get a chance to.
I am going
Oh,
to use
God.
I am going to use my last strike of the Giants to attempt the version to give him disadvantage next turn. 1d6 extra damage still, but you know. Late.
Nice.
Obvious.
Oh boy. roll it
yeah,
roll
oh my
a-
God, that came in
and
so
roll
close.
a
Oh,
D20. for the
D20.
crit
Yeah,
damage.
D20.
oh my God! Oh my God! It came in so clutch. It was almost. Oh my God! It's still a 3.
Sliced and diced. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you did damages is normal. So 12 and 8. Okay, 8 and 5 is what? 13.
Will we, due to this being a crit,
And
will
20,
we have
so
disadvantage?
33?
3 total.
Due to this being a crit, will you have disadvantage on the saving throw required?
No, but what's the saving throw versus?
Con 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 8, so 16.
Yeah, 16. But what's it for? What am I making? What kind of saving throw?
Or saving throw is con. Oh wait, it doesn't. Hold on. Yeah, con save.
For
Or
what?
they have
The
disadvantage-
lightning thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's disadvantage on his next attack is what the thing is. Okay.
Not one attack. Attacks until my next turn.
Okay. So yeah, but okay. So and it's a con save, I believe, right?
Yep.
Okay. 15 is not going to do it. He's not at advantage for that con save, by the way.
Oh man.
Um.
That
So,
advantage scared me for a
Also,
second.
because of the crit roll you got, he is also going to lose an additional D6 hit points at the start of his next turn, in addition to the D4 from the bleeding.
Woo! Cutler fucking shit up.
All right, and that was Cutler's first attack.
Yeah, that was only the first.
Thank God that happened. Oh, he was gonna cost us so much money.
I am going to attempt to use the hook glaive again. This time to kind of pull him over my head in like a grapple to swing him to the other side. 20.
I hate that while you were doing this next to this orc who's probably just terrified of what's happening here.
Right? The orc is just like underneath me
He's
here,
just like,
hasn't moved out of the way at all.
Okay, you hit him. He says, "Ugh," and he looks at you. He says, "Well done, my boy," and he falls over.
Oh shit!
Oh, good.
Polar breathes the hardest sigh of relief. Oh,
That
Cutler,
was funny than iron.
Okay,
Cutler, put your hand to the orc in to show respect to lift him to his feet.
he is unconscious.
Cutler lifts him up and carries him to the shamans out of respect.
Okay, as you lift him up and carry him to the shamans, you notice that everyone is almost like stock still. You know, like
oh, perfect.
Like our chieftain was defeated by an outsider.
like
yeah.
they're all like stock still for a moment, and you think there might be some tension, like oh, okay, are these guys gonna attack anyways after
This is my part.
I-
This is where I'm helpful. So I stand. I go up, walk back to the middle. And there you have it, everyone. Witness the power of not only one singular member of our organization, but the power of your own chieftain. It should have inspired you.
Hold on. Cutler taps Fuladar and goes, "Let me speak."
God.
Real Brock Lesnar moment here.
Orcs!
Back away.
Orcs, your chieftain has shown a great deal of respect to not only me, but my friends. You would dishonor him by doing anything but respecting his command of letting us sleep here tonight, trade with you, share stories, and most importantly, getting drunk!
By the way, I translate all this into orc so they understand.
I like he has Twitter.
Most of them speak common.
And also, I
I translated
Very
orc
badly,
for-
but yes. They appreciate
friendly
they
reminder.
appreciate the translation.
Volador, the alcoholic, just goes like, I'm cheering to that right there.
Okay.
Yes.
There's still a moment of silence, and then all of them cheer. And then as they're cheering, you notice that the shamans kind of walk up to Cutler as he's carrying the chieftain over to them, and they grab the chieftain from him and kind of like start healing him. And as that's happening, Cutler, you shrink back down to normalish size. Normalish size being still pretty damn big for
For
humanoid.
me, yeah.
But at any rate, suddenly there are tons of female orcs near you,
Oh god.
and they are taking essentially what look like underdark versions of Hawaiian leis and
Did Cutler just
and
become
putting them
the
around
chieftain?
your neck.
Did Cutler just become the chieftain?
No, he did not. But
No.
But-
Oh god.
but
Celebration.
Um,
I know that because I have orc knowledge.
so and then of course the chieftain is conscious shortly thereafter, and
So
he says,
is anybody killing Cutler?
I was about to
yes,
say,
yes,
I
the
can
shamans
feel
are.
it.
Yeah, the shamans do.
Okay.
So I'm back
There
to full
are
health.
two shamans. One is attending Cutler, and one is attending the chieftain. And yeah, you guys both go back to full
I
health.
wanted to make sure, because if not, then I was gonna.
Yep, you go.
Does this heal count as like me getting my abilities back, or is it just health?
It's just health, but
Okay,
you'll
that's
have you will have a chance to take a long rest. He says, and the chieftain says, "Welcome, our new allies. Welcome, these warriors." And he says, "This warrior here," and he pats you on the shoulder. He says, "This warrior here is my son." And you all of a sudden you see some of the girls part, and some other girls are walking through, and they have a long iron spear of some sort. And another group of girls next to them have another long iron spear of some sort. The one looks like a ceremonial spear, and the other you realize isn't a spear at all. It's got a red hot glowing tip.
Is Cutler about to get an upgrade?
And
Brandon.
And you notice that at the tip of the red hot glowing spear, the glowing item is that of the Blood Skull Orcs symbol. This symbol here.
He's getting branded.
Oh, Cutler 100% points right to his fucking forehead, right between his eyes.
Oh, God.
Right between the eyes. Okay.
Cutler goes right here and smiles.
Oh,
You think you
bad.
see the war chief. You think you see him. You think you see the Orc King tear up a little.
Yeah, that's here. Yeah, that's just beautiful. This is his son.
And he
Right
says,
here.
and
Aw.
you hear the
It was
orc
okay for him.
you hear the orc say something in ancient Orcish. None of you really knows what it is, except for maybe Folidar, who studied a ton of fucking books about
Oh, yeah.
God knows what useless shit. So,
And it's broken
so
to be
Folidar,
boxed.
make a history check at advantage.
Woo!
Finally, history is useful.
Do I gain any inspiration from any of this in case he fails? I can give it to him.
Actually, you're all going to get inspiration upon this
Okay.
now.
Sweet.
History advantage. Here we go.
So Cutler, you get your inspiration back, and anybody that's used it, it gets it back also. This whole scene is, kind of horrifying to some of you maybe, but also very inspiring. All right, you recognize he says Markrot, and he basically says an ancient Orcish term that is talking about an old ritual, and the ritual is basically turns Cutler into one of the clan, one of the tribe,
Holy shit!
and you know that with this ritual name, that he is now allowed, if he so chooses, to choose one of the Orcish women as his bride. And it can be, if he so chooses, the chieftain's daughter.
Oh wait, that's even better.
Hold
Cutler,
Yeah, yes, friend.
I'll be buying you a pretty nice wedding gift, so you know.
Wedding? Cutler raises his eyes and like, oh? Wait, I get to take a woman with me?
Wouldn't just say that. Tell me, how do you like royalty?
Wait, I'm nobility now?
Oh, and after before they brand you on the forehead, they also stab you with the spear, kind of like in the abdomen.
Cutler's
But just very kind of like, it's kind of
Ritualistic.
gentle, but it's a ritualistic thing. It's a bloodletting, and so yeah.
Cutler smiles upon the stab. Just his grin goes. You see as his toothy grin goes from like smiling to like a manic fucking smile.
I think I'm just counting the money I got.
Yeah, I was gonna say we won.
Oh yeah.
This
Cutler
is
better get a
just-
chunk of that, by the way.
So okay, so let me see.
No.
There's 1, 2, 3. I think there's like 40 orcs. I don't know. 1, 2, 3,
Cutler
4,
better
5,
be
6,
getting a
7,
chunk.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
we all
14, 15,
coordinated hard on this
17.
one, y'all. We
There's 17
Like, Cutler
orcs that
better
would
get
have been
one.
betting on it. So
Cutler goes, and does he kind of understand what's going on as far as the wedding at all?
I pretty much just implied that you're getting married now.
Cutler
Yeah,
goes,
that's
so
it.
my crew at home, my ship now has a female as well. Like this orc is going to be traveling the sea with me at some point.
if you want it, so the thing is, you don't have to pick somebody.
Yeah.
But I will say that Folidar would probably inform you that if you don't pick his
It will
daughter,
be very disrespectful.
if you don't pick
Yeah, it
his
will.
daughter, he will kind of feel a little put out. He won't
I
he
would-
won't he won't feel offended per se, but he will feel a little bit sad that you don't pick his daughter.
The Voldar is not even telling him he has other options. Voldar is just saying,
Cutler, out of respect, just bows to the king, grabs his daughter's hand, and just pulls her into a fucking kiss.
Okay.
everybody starts cheering again, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, everybody cheers. Ah! And you hear the war drums go in full force, and there's even some lighter music off played,
My king, I have a request, father. He starts calling him father instead of king.
Okay.
May I take a bolette with me as well?
He says, my son, you can have my boulette. And I believe, hold on one second here. Let me double check here.
Cutler now has a pet bolette.
And not to quote, not to reference us to an old anime or anything, but we're getting to that point, like in Inuyasha, where we started off modest, and then we're just walking around with like 2 or 3 creatures by our sides of unfathomable power.
Honest? When were we ever
Yes,
modest?
that's what I thought.
I mean, modest size. Now we have minions, we have an army, we have a pirate crew, we got a bulle, just a giant bulle walking next to us. It's like we can literally go to war with.
Holy shit! I did that!
That's his boulette. It is a greater boulette. It is a huge sized creature.
It's
Oh,
gonna be a bit
God.
difficult to put that one on the ship.
I was about to say, I think you're gonna need a bigger boat.
He says, the emissary comes and talks to you. The chieftain the chieftain says, "I have had a good battle. I must rest now." And he goes and he kind of sits back on his throne. And the emissary comes and talks to you. He says, "The chieftain understands you all have things to do. Your princess will be here, awaiting you when you come back." And then he kind of leans over to Cutler real quietly. He says, "I would say the king expects you to retake his kingdom when you get back."
Oh, I gladly will. As a matter of fact,
You will be, and he says after this is done, you will
I'll
be
be
looked
king.
up. You will be looked upon as the crown prince.
gladly.
Oh, wow. So, just to recap, the end game of our campaign here is essentially
I thought it
Tessa,
was-
Queen of the Dead, and Cutler, the pirate king of the orcs.
Yeah, yeah, and it,
We'll actually have a kingdom at
and,
our disposal.
and it's gonna get crazy, folks.
Oh,
If it hasn't already, it's gonna get crazy.
Cutler just walks up to his new companion and starts petting it.
And
Okay.
so now we have two people who I'm terrified of getting more power at this point.
Cutler just cheers. Behold,
That was a
your
cool
new prince!
Prince Cutler!
Poor Deontay
On the
screaming so heavily
On
that
the wrong
he
pipe.
can't.
I'm sorry.
All right, so, yeah, so you
Oh
guys,
my
you
God.
guys, you guys can have a night of respite. When you arise, you will be, you guys will be all benefit from a hero's feast.
Really quickly, before we do that, I have told at least four jokes. Did any of them land?
Oh my lord.
Let me give a
Polar's sense of pride won't let him accept that these jokes are not funny. So he's just gonna spend the night drinking and telling more orc jokes throughout the night.
Good old dad jokes.
Cutler starts to laugh
You-
as a way to
you-
get some of the other
you-
orcs
you
to
hear-
follow his lead.
You hear one of the orcs that you were talking to that was near you. He does kind of grunt and laugh a little bit, and he kind of like shakes his head. He's
So-
like, "You are a silly human."
Cutler has an
Call me
idea.
He called me.
Cut- Cutler has an idea. Because these orcs kind of respect him now, as a way to try to get Fuladar some appreciation and to grow their friendship a little bit, Cutler is going to start bursting out laughing to see if his subjects essentially start following his lead.
I'm going to also say that actually, when you do that, almost all of them follow your lead because they don't want to be seen as disfavorable in their king's eyes, especially possibly their future crown prince's eyes.
You're welcome. Cutler just goes over to Fuladar and goes, "You're welcome."
I knew these jokes were great.
And also with that, you all gain in the reverie of 1,000 XP each.
Oh.
Just to give you an idea, Cutler, he was a CR9.
Holy shit! And I took him one-on-one. Woo!
It got dicey there, but them two nat 20s were
Yeah,
crucial.
you were down to 14 hit points, but yes, CR9, yeah.
That was well worth the fight.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back and I will say you're welcome.
we
Yes.
all take a
That was
little
a
bit of
team
humor.
effort. Congratulations.
The emissary
promise-
makes you understand also while you wear the brand, no blood skull orc will ever dare attack you.
Good for me.
Thank God. Oh, we're still here, so they could possibly come up.
Now they might attack you guys. You're not wearing the brand, but
Do I get? I asked the emissary. Do I
I'm just
get
kidding.
anything to symbolize my status as the prince?
he says
You were stabbed by the ceremonial spear.
he says, of course you do. You're wearing it on your crown.
Okay. So if I command other Bloodskull Orcs to stop attacking my friends, they will listen.
He says, "Oh yes, they will definitely listen."
Very well.
Now, I want to ask this question: Is it is it possible, right, as a changeling, for me to just shape the emblem onto my body?
Yeah, I suppose you could. You would have to do some work at it. You'd have to, do a couple practice tries, and I'd make you make a roll for it. But yeah,
I'm not
possible.
even going to require that. I've
It's a
got a better
possibility.
idea. I propose to my friends,
Oh,
take the brand with me.
oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh God, he's doomed us. We can't refuse.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, we're changelings. We gotta think of something here. Okay.
well, as a changeling, you can always remove the brand whenever you want to.
Yeah, you can have the brand in your actual form. But
I don't know.
like your
You don't
form-
keep. Well, I don't know if you keep scars as a changeling.
I don't think.
I don't think
know.
you do,
That's
but
up
I-
to you as the DM to rule.
I don't know if you do,
It's
but
less about
by
the scars,
by
more about
rules
the
as
initial
written.
pain being branded that
Right.
Folar is I'm looking forward to.
Take the brand with me.
So you'll all also when you arise from your long rest, you'll get the benefits of a hero's feast.
Okay.
Which
and-
is
Hang on one second.
Let's just say that we spent the entire night trying to just talk completely out of getting the
being
brand.
branded.
Just as like
Well, Cutler's offering it. It's not a demand. He's being like, please.
actually, you know what? Because Folar is drunk,
He's gonna get the brand.
Folar just gets branded.
Uh,
Yeah.
so when you do the feast, you're cured of all diseases and poison, and you're immune to poison, and you're
Okay.
immune to being frightened,
Well, that's nice.
and you make all wisdom saving throws at advantage.
Nice.
Your hit point maximum increases by 14,
Woo!
and you also gain the number of hit points. And those benefits last for 24 hours, so it'll
Now
start.
with that, hold
It'll
on.
start on the morning of after the long rest.
Would this get buffed by my tough feat at all?
No, it just
Okay.
an extra 14 hit points,
116 hit points. Woo!
but
Was
only for
I
only they're
able to
temporary
do-
hit points, so it's only for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Was I
maybe for
able
that.
to do any trading?
And yes,
Or was everyone-
you're allowed to trade as well. Yes, and they have a variety of items.
I mean, I'm their prince. Can I get a couple items free?
You know, I feel like you're pushing it.
They gave you the boulet free.
I was gonna say yeah.
Fair, fair.
We should cut our losses on that
I'm
one.
just gonna feed the belay a little bit of food. Just.
Can I sell things?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, you can you can trade. That's what I was saying.
Can I get the
Can
brand
I
of my
sell
shield
things
instead
at
of
value,
using
or am I going to
On
take
the shield
cut?
instead of body.
Sorry, hold on one second. You can sell things you already have at half price,
At half price.
but you can haggle to get them
Can
at
I
full
haggle
price
for
or
low?
better. To sell them at full price or better.
Yeah, I'd love to haggle.
And what were you saying, Daniel?
Can I get the brand on my shield instead of on my person?
Yes, they will gladly do
That's
that.
a good idea. I didn't even stop thinking about it. Getting it on an item. Cutler was just like, yes.
It'd be funnier because Folar would be like, wait, that was an option?
Right, exactly. Like, oh shit.
Well, I am the wise one in the group, so I mean,
That's fair.
Now, you don't get the bloodletting, regardless of whether you guys do the branding or not. And you are recognized as allies of the tribe if you don't get the branding, but you are not recognized as tribe members.
So, what are the benefits of this brand? So I can put it on my character sheet here.
So first of all, no blood skull orc will attack you.
No blood skull. One word or two?
Blood skull is I believe it's one.
Okay. Blood skull orc will
Let me double
attack
check.
me.
Yeah, okay, so I guess it is two, but either way. One or two is fine. And you know, you will basically, as you have it on your crown, you are considered the heir of a king or chieftain.
And the crown is the brand, or this is an item?
The brand, as you
Okay.
have the brand on your forehead, you know, the crown
Okay.
of the crown of your head.
Okay.
You are considered the heir to a throne, essentially.
Heir is H-E-I-R, right?
Yep. So other like essentially lesser blood skull orcs, any of the other lesser blood skull orcs will probably follow any command you give them. If you tell them to put themselves to death, they will hesitate.
They will. Yeah, that's a little too far. That's kind of like the command spell. I'm not gonna be that fucking
But
evil.
but essentially, like, hey, get me a drink of water. They won't like it, but they'll go get you a drink of water.
How does Typhon feel about
You know,
all of this?
I would think he would be happy with it.
So would I gain any piety from this?
Oh, yes, because you gain piety from winning combats, don't you, or something along those lines?
Using violence or direct action to effect change, dealing revenge or justice personally, committing random acts of desperation for no other reason than to glorify Typhon.
I would say this is definitely an act of violence that affected change.
So how many points do I get here?
Well, usually the piety is a little bit different. So, but we'll just at this point, so we remember, we'll give you where are you at now?
I'm at 4 currently,
All right, then we'll give you 2 points.
so I'm at 6 now.
Yep, and 5 should get you something as chosen of Typhon or something along those lines.
Typhon's devotee is the only one I have. I don't know if I have to add them manually, maybe.
It should be Typhon's devotee. That should be 5 points, I believe. Here, drop it to 3 and see if that disappears.
3.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
no,
not
it's
disappearing at
it's 3 plus. Okay, I see what it is. Okay, yeah, so it's 3 plus. Okay.
So when's the next level you get something?
Not sure. 10 maybe.
Let me just keep adding that up to different numbers and see.
Yeah, put it in like 10, and then I think it might be.
10. Yep, 10 and higher, you get Votarary. Choose a weapon I am proficient in or a damaging spell I can cast. Corporeal creatures reduced to 0 hit points to that weapon instantly explode in a shower of gore.
All right.
Not the best, but
I
I don't
would
know how relative dead are going to be.
I would say put yourself up to. Go ahead and put yourself up to 7, and then
Yep.
Folidar, I'm gonna give you 1 just for recalling that piece of history.
Woo!
Thank you. I was looking to teach the orc strategy, but we party too hard.
And Januka, I think you're pretty high already, but give yourself 1 for casting the helpful healing type of. Well, it's not really healing, but the
aid thing.
anti-fear spell while he was in combat.
You brought bravery to another.
This
I'm not on
session-
high right now. I'm at 3 right now.
Okay, so I put yourself at 4,
This session was awesome.
and then Jessa, what are
And
you
we're
at?
just beginning.
What?
What are you at piety wise?
I'm at 3.
All right, so put yourself at 4 too.
So I'm up to 6.
Sure.
All right, and we'll put Kaw at 4 too. But well, actually, Kaw might be at something higher anyway. But so we'll just wait on that.
I love how Cutler went into this not being very religious and has just done everything to gain favor from Typhon.
Okay, and
Because you're doing things you enjoy doing anyway.
Exactly.
Or trading
yeah,
with.
make me
do you want
a
me-
persuasion. You can do persuasion. You can do deception. It depends on how you're going to go about trading with these guys to haggle the price up. You can be persuasion. It can be deception. It can be intimidation. You know, like it could even be performance depending on what you're doing. You know.
Oh,
Ew. That's a nat 1.
That's an
Oh,
intimidation. That's an intimidation with orcs. How much are you asking for whatever item you're talking about right now?
can I do things at 75%?
75%. Okay. what are you asking for what item? Oh, just
As
everything
much
kind of
like-
thing. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
That is a
So-
the
so
the,
I
the
like
orc
idea
the
that
orc
Chieftain
laughs.
tells me.
The orc laughs and he says, I like you. You've got spunk. Very funny, very funny. And then he says, I'll toss in a couple more gold. And so on every item that you sell, you can get 2 more gold pieces, literally.
Cutler walks over and just goes, "How are you treating my friend?"
He says, I like her.
Good to hear. He just taps the guy's shoulder.
And he says, "Did you see that?" And he says this to Jessa as if Jessa's like his fast friend now or something. He says, "Did you see that? He touched me." And then you hear him yell across the whole camp, "He touched me!" Ha!
I would like to talk to the chieftain.
Okay.
I will follow Folidar over just out of respect.
So this is him right here, right? His
Yeah.
phone.
Yep. Well, his throne is back
I've-
there, but I didn't move
I
him.
have
But yes.
3 things that aren't listed with the price.
His throne would be big, like probably over here by the fire, but somewhere. But
Yeah, this
anyway,
is
but
fine.
that's good enough. Anyway,
Why isn't this darkness going away?
do you not have light on you? Maybe you don't have light on you. Hang on.
Well, my spell would have expired by now, but
What light? Oh, is there not? Wait a minute. Is it? Oh, the campfire's not lit. Hold on.
That would help.
So I just want to talk to the chieftain because I'm curious about something.
I would like to start learning Orcish since I am the prince of an orc tribe.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you. This conversation was about to be fully in Orcish.
I'm going to start learning Orcish at this moment.
Just gonna attempt to pick it up here. But I just asked the chieftain. I go, earlier you mentioned losing your kingdom.
He says. He looks at you and he says, "Tread carefully, small one."
I would request that we have this conversation in a more private location and in common so I, the prince, can understand it.
He says.
Yeah.
He says. He grins again, pleased, and says, "Ha! My son is wise." And he takes you. He puts his arm around Folidar, and he says, "Come this way." And he takes you both
Not
back
really
to his
close.
tent,
Yeah.
and he says, "Let's convene in here, where we can talk privately."
His tent is where exactly?
And all the way in the
Keep
back.
moving me. I'm just gonna let
You
you
also
move.
notice that when you guys go all the way in the back, there are 2 guards, like standing here, like here, and here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of like come over here and stand in the way, like once you guys are through, so like nobody else kind of follows you guys.
Nice. We literally have
And-
a private audience.
And you guys, when you guys get back there, you see a bunch more orcs, most of them female, and just a ton of children. And yeah, and so you guys are going to the chieftain's tent here. That's basically where you're at.
So, what is this conversation you were about to have, my friend? He looks over to Folidar.
He says, "Yes, my kingdom was torn apart
me-
by
Let me
invaders."
move out of the way so the king can step in further.
Wait, turn apart by what now?
Invaders.
Yeah. Those
What
invaders
kind of
wouldn't
invaders?
happen to have any coincidental ties to this Ranchifus fellow, would they?
He says, "No, Ranchifus pays my orcs." He says,
Oh.
He says my orcs are paid by him, and while we don't consider him an ally, we consider him a
Profit.
client, so to speak. His money will help me gain the supplies I need to take back my kingdom.
I have a potential ally for us, Father. What is the queen that we're working with about the ship?
I was thinking
I ha-
the same.
I have a political
The
proposal.
queen is the queen of Cormyr.
The Queen of Cormyr, we currently work with her. If I can have our word that our tribe will not bother her kingdom, I could potentially get her to side with us in taking your kingdom back.
He says,
Our kingdom.
he says the Purple Dragon Knights will never side with orcs.
Well, considering that one of our people recently became an honorary Purple Dragon Knight, you'd be surprised at what they allow.
He looks at you and he says, like, kind of suspiciously, and he says, "Go
Out of character,
on,
out of character, which one of us is Purple Dragon Knight again?
That would be me.
Januka."
Okay.
Januka is an honorary Purple Dragon Knight. And she is not only an honorary Purple Dragon Knight, she is the first non-dragonborn and non-human to ever become an honorary Purple Dragon Knight.
The orc that took our logo as a shield, father. She is
Which,
the first.
just a reminder, we know you're not an orc.
Fair, Goliath.
Right. We're using this.
Yeah, we're using the look to our advantage. The orc out there that is taking our symbol as a shield logo. She is the first honorary, non-human, non-dragonborn Purple Dragon Knight.
He says, "Very well, I will consider it." He says, "She is no orc. She is too clean. She is too clean."
Well,
He says, she, although I can see she is firm like stone, she still seems soft. And he says, "Soft here," and he points to his, points to his heart.
Yeah, I figured that's what she meant. Ooh.
Chieftain, what I'm going to propose is nothing short of a beneficial arrangement for all parties involved. An opportunity to build an alliance and to retake the kingdom that was once yours, but to grow your strength even further and maybe bring an end to the lifestyle that these children will have to grow in.
He says, "I'm listening."
Why?
In the coming days, there will be a war. A massive war. I fear that we will change the very foundations of these realms. And when that happens,
Hey, had you seen Taylor says, "Woo, barely survived."
nope,
Wait,
that,
wait.
Oh, no, that was Deontay. Okay, you said that. Okay. It wasn't
no,
Taylor.
it was like
I lied.
I go, there will be a war, and truly, any involvement taken in that war will brand you as heroes. The world will look upon orcs and cheer.
At first, I thought it
You
was
will
Taylor
become
saying you
a-
only survived the birthday party. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
You will become a foundational pillar of this world. When the time comes, I only ask that you be ready to join in on that war.
he says, "We will be ready. And with my son as my general." And he looks at, he like nods at Cutler, and he says,
Cutler
says,
does a motion
he
of
says-
like putting his fist over his heart.
yeah, he says, "With my son as my general, we cannot lose."
I think I agree with that statement as well.
And with my
Wow.
Boulay on my side, oh my god, are we going to cause some chaos?
I take out my cups from my bag. I take my wine, my bottle. I mean, I just kind of pour a little bit. I hand it to Cutler. I hand it to the chieftain. As a drink to honor our agreement.
Here, here.
It's not poisoned or anything. We're good. This is a trick. I'm just drinking.
It's not me. It's not Tessa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not just.
It's like
She didn't change into me. This isn't a trick.
When you say something about the Boulay at your side, he says, "Yes, take good care of Goldborn."
Go. Strong name.
And Goldborn, Fulidar, do you speak Dwarvish?
Actually, yes.
You know that Goldborn is taken from the Dwarven language and is what the dwarves call the Boulay.
So he just named the Boulay.
In Dwarven, yep.
I'm going to choose.
He heard a
not
dwarf. He
to
heard a
be-
he heard a dwarf call it that once, and that's pretty much like you don't know this,
How
but
do you
but
spell-
but
how do
Yeah,
you,
I'm gonna
It's in
choose
the-
to
it's in
not
the
say
chat.
anything.
how do you spell boule?
oh BULETTE.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just putting giant boule on there.
Yeah. So
Yay!
but yes, Goldborn. He's basically calling the land shark. You know, so
Just live.
I mean, hey, if it likes the name, I don't care.
I just appreciate internally that everyone in this orc camp has called me human.
Right? They think you're a human. They don't realize that you're a changeling.
Yeah, it's very.
how would they know?
convincing, very convincing.
Yeah, how would they know? Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I don't change often simply because
So, just out of
I actually
curiosity,
like my face.
where did you get the brand?
Where did I get the what?
Deontay, where did you put the brand for a full?
Oh, the brand. Okay.
Oh, so it was. I made sure that it was put on the arm underneath the claw so that I could just disappear it without anyone knowing.
I will say that when if anybody else takes the brand, they don't get it on the head. They will
Right, yeah,
they will
obviously,
not they
I'm
will
not
not put
getting
it on your head.
short-headed.
They will not put it on your head for the idea that someone might mistake you as color
Crown Prince.
or as someone of color stature. Yes.
Well, I don't have to worry about people mistaking me as Cutler because I can always steal this man's identity.
Cutler goes outside real quick. Cutler, being so invested in this tribe at this point, goes outside, takes some mud, and just paints the logo on his face and comes back in.
You see
Man, dude.
you see some of the orc
That
children
may
are.
not be mud.
You see some of the orc children are gathered around and they are like, you know, sneaking to catch glimpses of Cutler.
The hero. The legend.
So are you just marking down stuff, Stephanie, for you for half price plus 2 gold?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Does anybody want
Still
to
low.
trade or does anybody want to get anything specific?
I would like to start learning the language of Orcish.
I would like to teach a bunch of orcs at random the basic tactics of combat.
I will join him in that, in fact, because I think Cutler, the children especially, would enjoy being taught combat from Cutler.
Okay.
And if you want, I can start teaching Orcish.
Both you and
If
Voladar
I
can
would say
teach
if
us
you
Orcish.
and Folidar do it, he will learn it faster and have better advantage at doing it. So you know
And
he
I
will
would-
will
I'm
have
a
advantage for
literal
learning.
I
scholar.
mean,
To not
I'll
try to teach you
also.
Orcish is ridiculous.
Yes. So if you all anybody that knows Orcish can help teach him and
Just Cutler learning.
it can be you remember just like our soft stacking, so it can be advantage up to +2.
Sweet.
Jessa would love to help
Wait, you know Orcish? too?
learn.
Oh, love to
Well-
learn. Oh, okay, so you can learn at the
Sweet.
same time, kind of thing. Yeah.
I love this group effort. It feels so fun.
He's literally in a society of people speaking Orcish. He'll pick this
Of
up.
course, the thing is, they'd have to allow both of us back to where the children are, so that we can teach you while you guys are.
Well, or you
I'm
guys,
go-
or they
as
can just
the
come up
prince-
there. I mean.
As the prince, I'm going to be like, I will be right back, father. I will walk past the guards, walk down this way, and straight towards the others of the party. Members of my party, come.
I'm just sitting there awkwardly. Just-
Okay, so they allow everybody back there. They're a little bit trepidatious about it, but they allow everybody back there. And Januka's a big hit. You can see suddenly Januka becomes a gymnasium for several children, and they are
I
climbing all
Yeah,
over
all
this
those
giant orcish giant. They don't know what it is, but they think it's wonderful. And the females are fawning over Cutler a bit, but they also stay kind of respectfully away from him.
I look over to Jessa and just go, don't do anything evil for once.
Hey, you're talking to Jessa.
Jessa,
Evil
whichever.
is in the bottle.
Fair enough. Fair
Slightly
enough.
nefarious now.
Fair enough. Where is my queen?
Hey, you haven't
one
been to
second.
Princess yet. I'm trying to teach orcs the basics of deception.
The orcs are just gonna grow up learning combat, deception, knowledge. It is gonna be the most advanced orc civilization of all time.
I'm putting them on equal footing with the world that is to come.
And with Cutler at the helm, oh my lord.
A truly righteous kingdom.
Okay.
Will arise.
The princess when you say that, the princess is you can see she's nearby, and she comes over and she says
I want to
she says, "Don't worry, they will keep their distance." And you can tell she's speaking of the other orc females.
I'm not worried about them keeping my distance. I'm worried about getting to know you, love. If we are destined to be together forever, then I should know my queen.
She says,
This bully
"Look,"
walks away.
she says, "Look, I admire your boldness. I even admire your boldness to give me the kiss. But were it not my father's blessing, I would have pulled your tongue out and strangled you with it."
Cutler just goes kinky.
And she says, "But if we are to be wed eventually, I think that you should know that I am called Goomva, the Giant Sunderer."
And what got you that title, my love?
She says, "It was nothing." She says, "It was merely a hill giant."
Fair.
Merely?
And she
A
says,
giant?
and she says,
A
and
giant?
she says, "And between you and I got lucky."
He whispers between you and I think I got lucky with your father. That was close.
She says, "That's gross." No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
God. Chuckles at no, I love that. Cutler chuckles at the joke.
She says, "Yes, you are a brave warrior indeed to face my father and survive through it. I mean, his shamans would have healed you. We are an honorable people, but you know, you are lucky to have survived, and not only survived but bested him."
Indeed.
She says, "It is a mark of a truly brave warrior who can best my father."
Indeed. Well, I'm going to teach some of the children about combat. Probably more than they know already.
But if anybody wants to trade, if anybody wants to get any kind of items, specific items, then
I don't
Are there
know
any
what-
books here? I know they're the orcs, so like
there
we
are a couple books, but not much. There's not going to be much.
buy.
I doubt there is a chance of this, but is there any belts of giant strength?
I buy all the books indiscriminate of what they are.
I imagine you get home and you realize I have a copy of this, I have a copy of this, I have a copy of this.
I can reassess that when I get home.
I will
do they have-
say there is a belt of hill giant strength,
What does that set the strength to?
21.
How much for that?
So, but it doesn't really. If your strength is already 20, then it doesn't really do
It
a
is
whole lot
not.
for you.
My strength is lower than my con currently.
Your strength isn't 20. Okay, so it'll put you at
No.
21, which is essentially effectively 20. But you know what I'm saying, like, because 21 doesn't do anything, 22 does. But
Yeah.
How much is
Yeah.
that? 1 second.
That will give me a +1 to my strength because I'm only at 18 strength. My con is at 20.
What else do we have on the items list here?
And I'll say, what other magic items do they have for sale?
That's why I was asking if you had something in mind that was specific.
I would say, you know me. Any text is mine. I want
Okay.
it. Rolls, books, hand them to me.
No.
Money is not an option. I mean, the money is not a factor.
An issue, yeah.
So the belt of giant strength, the hill giant strength, is actually it's It's 4,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
But considering that it belongs to your betrothed,
Oh,
your newfound father will accept a donation of 2,000 gold pieces,
I mean that's still.
and you may have it as part of your dowry, as agreed upon by Goomba.
Cutler, don't you only have like 22 gold pieces on you?
We are a group. We have a group treasury. Fuck off.
Yeah, but Jessa.
No, who's in charge of the group?
We put her in charge of money.
Yes. Well, do you want me to be more effective in combat?
I think you're good enough already.
Never hurts to be better, especially if we're going to be leading a war.
Says anything about war? I thought we were going to the sky.
That is one goal. Another goal is to take back my future kingdom. Obviously.
He says, you hear the king with an earshot. He says, my son, you must not get distracted. Don't forget what you came down here for.
True.
I believe you are following the very invaders who stole my kingdom from me.
All right. Well, knowing that information, how about this? Instead of a donation, how about I bring you the head of the leader of the invaders?
He says, ah, so you wish to borrow it, whereupon payment is the head of the invader?
Yes.
He says, agreed. If
Whoa!
if that is okay with you, daughter. And the daughter says, well, he is to be my husband, is he not? And she goes and she fetches the girdle of hill giant strength, and she gives it to you. And you realize that the hill giant is probably who she got this from.
Yeah, right? Like, she took this as a
Pretty
trophy.
piece
Yeah.
that together pretty easily here. Insight on her is anything that she just said sarcastic?
No, she's
I'm just saying.
she's
I
on the
think
level.
it's weird.
She's honored to have
Okay.
such a brave warrior as a husband.
This
This tribe values bravery and combat above most other things.
Okay, because one thing I won't have is other people being sarcastic of Cutler.
You are Cutler's friend.
Right? It is an honor that only only Boldar
I put
engages in.
her name in the chat. Also, Goomba Giant Sunderer.
It is
You may all add her as an allied contact if you would like.
So
It
do
is
they
not
have
letting me
any
drag the
magical
2014
skills?
Delta Full Giant Strike.
Are you on a 2014 sheet, or are you looking at the 2024?
No,
No.
I'm on a 2014 sheet. It won't let me drag either of them. It's saying the 24 will not cooperate with the 2014, and the 2014 just isn't working. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the 2024 rules, copy, and paste.
Here, let me see if I can. I could try to do it. Wait. Are you on the 2024 sheet?
No, I'm on the 2014 sheet, but none of them are working. Like, it's not letting me do it
Yeah. Hang on.
with
one second.
either the 2024 or the.
Yeah, you can't do it with the 2024, and I don't see the 2014 for some reason.
That's weird.
Weird.
I can't remember what happened to Navari again.
She went back to talk to the queen.
She went back.
She went back to
her and
report
her
to the queen.
guard went
Okay.
back, you know, after the fight, or before the fight, the big fight.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, I refreshed my webpage and the war drums are working.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So again, do they have any magical spiked shields?
Magical spike shields. I probably don't think that that's going to be in there, but they are orcs, so it is very likely that they'll have a spike shield that's magical. So, but let me see. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. They have a +1 magical spike shield.
Alrighty.
and it is strapped with lizard folk hide. And they say they got it by trading with some lizard folk, and that it is the hide of a dead hero, and because it is this dead hero, the lizard folk believe it possesses magical properties that are carried over from the hero itself.
Nice.
So it's a +1 magical spike shield.
Alrighty.
Um,
And what are they asking for it?
they're only asking for 1,000 gold. You could haggle if you wanted to.
I think I will. Do.
Also, do they know that Ranchifus is dead?
I don't think we've told them yet.
Because I intentionally avoided.
I
the
believe
topic.
so, because I think you. No, because the fight with Ranchifus happened after the emissary, right? No, it was before the emissary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they know because
Yeah.
I think you told the emissary.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
It seems like we're good then.
Yeah.
Because he mentioned that was their client, and I was just like, ooh, kind of robbed you of a revenue source.
Just a little bit.
18 on the persuasion check.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Actually, it would be a 21 with my +3 because it didn't add that in.
Okay. So yeah. So 750.
That's a good deal.
You look
How
over
much
to
do
them.
you need?
750.
You need the whole amount?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I know you guys haven't divvied up a party treasure or anything. So.
Well, being that all
Well,
party has gone to you, and have not been paid a cent since I joined with this crew.
Me neither.
Very fair.
I feel again, Cutler should absolutely get a cut of whatever the fuck that betting was.
Well, remember. This is all
By the way,
in favor of your
I
ship.
forgot to. I put it in the chat, but I forgot to tell you guys. It was 85 gold that you guys made from the bet.
Yeah.
We saw.
Alright, so.
I did put it in the chat though. Hold on one second.
And Color's not using his cut. Because
I
he's gonna
bartered.
kill that thing for it.
Yep.
So,
So I still got my cut of whatever it is.
so that will go down to 250. Full folder, how much are you gonna use?
How much the books cost yet? And the scrolls, if there are any. Because you already know I will fight to the last word to buy books and scrolls.
While all the bartering is going on, Cutler is going to do something as a betrothal item to his wife. He is going to take his jacket and give it to her.
And you were looking for books, right?
Yes. I'm sure my parents never came across orcish material. They
Okay.
weren't exactly skilled fighters.
Let's see. Where is it?
Cutler is going down such a weird character arc.
Truly, without question, everyone is. Januka has now become an honorary member of the Purple Knights. Who knows how that's going to play out later?
And also an honorary member of the Blood Skulls because she did get the brand on the shield. So
Januka is setting herself up to be the one true king, like uniting all.
like we are all a true force in this world, and I fucking love it.
Then you have Jessa Tessa, who, in addition
Okay.
to their split personalities. Controlling dead. Gold.
Yeah, sorry. Looking at something else. Books.
That's our
Give me a
character
D100 real quick for
No problem.
Voladar. I'm
That's
still
our
I'm
character
still
arc. We're just
looking at
gonna-
something for you, Januka. The about the shield.
While you're doing that,
We're just
Cutler
gonna
would
unite
give
the
his
stories.
jacket to his wife.
Okay.
Unequipped jacket.
I mean, it doesn't do anything. It's just a jacket that looks
Yeah.
fancy as fuck.
Yeah,
So
it's a really nice looking jacket. And now she's gonna look baller as hell in it.
absolutely, she should. She's the future fucking queen.
I mean, and she is also the daughter of Uvok Flesh Marauder, after all.
Oh, so that's his name. Flesh Marauder. It would have been nice to know that before we challenged him.
Cutler wouldn't have even given a shit. He would have been like, ooh, even more fun.
Okay, what'd you roll, Deontay?
91.
Okay, we're just gonna jump to that. And there was 2 books, but hold on, let me look at the next one here. 91. Okay,
Alright, so I'm gonna
it is a cursed book. The orcs have no idea what it is. They speak common pretty well, many of them do, but the orcs have no idea what it is. They're gonna sell it to you for 25 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
Still gonna haggle.
Yep.
Like I still want it cheaper.
But
Because
but
they
you
surely
you can
can't
realize
afford-
it's called The Child's Adventure by Mama Micopolis.
Yeah. It's a children's.
I'm even more
Is
interested.
there a curse on it?
Make a
or is
history.
just-
Yeah, make a history/insight check.
History or insight. Let's see where I stand on both of those.
Boom,
Insight it is.
Okay. Okay, so
Nice.
what'd you get? 22.
22.
Nice. Okay, so you know that this book is essentially a cursed book. When read by an adult, the book is a sweet adventure about a child going on a magical journey. However, when read by a child, they're encouraged by the book to go into dangerous areas and fight dangerous monsters. The book details their successes, and reality is rarely so kind. The main character is always that of a child or a child of similar look.
Remember reading this book as a child. And the sense of
Explains so much.
nostalgia. The sense of nostalgia drives me to buy it.
Yep. Okay. And you go ahead and roll that persuasion.
Do I recognize this book at
kind of
all?
thing.
It sounds like a book Cutler would have read as a child if he read it all.
Oh, I think what was part of my
No.
backstory. I'm rolling persuasion now. Part of my backstory was.
It
simply
sounds like
that-
something that Cutler would read, but yes. But anyway,
19.
sorry.
Part of my persuasion particularly deals. I mean, part of my backstory deals particularly that I discovered Key, that I had Key at a young age, and what better way to have done that than to have read a book that caused me to wander off. And
Like,
fight.
hey, I'm going. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. See ya.
So that's why I ended up at the monastery.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, we totally need an arc at some point where we just go back to your home and meet your fucking parents.
You can't.
They're dead, aren't they?
They're dead. Yeah.
Classic D&D. Leave the parents alive. Damn it.
They were. So I think I talked about it before, but I was adopted by 2 elder
Okay, well-
humans.
Well, we gotta go back to the monastery at some point.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
hold on one second. The shield gives you a calming feel, and as a bonus action, you can 3 times a day will it to give you a +2 to ability checks or saving throws.
Now, my question is, would this shield have the brand on it?
I mean, she
That
can
that's a
always
matter that's a
redo
matter
it.
of them painting it on there.
Fair enough.
Or Januka can paint it on there herself now that she is a honorary tribe member.
I don't know how,
This-
but this is going to
this-
end with Goliath Jaduka somehow becoming an honorary dragon by the end of this campaign.
Right? Just everybody, just like everybody's insane.
Okay, so it's infused by the owner's spirit. So like the previous owner's spirit, which is essentially the lizard folk. You are a magic user. You gain a first level spell slot.
Do you also hear lizardy thoughts?
Nice.
So even though your first level spell slots may say 4 or whatever it is, it's going to be 5. If it says 3, it's going to be 4. You get what I'm saying? You gain a free
Yep.
spell slot. The spell is
Nice.
the spell is always prepared. You get to pick whatever spell it is.
Oh, that's nice.
If that spell slot is empty, however, if you choose to leave it empty, then it provides a save against any first level spell targeting you.
Okay.
If that save is successful, you are unaffected by the spell completely, and the slot is filled with that spell.
Okay.
So you use the spell.
It's like a spell
This-
storing. It's like a spell storing shield, essentially.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Ooh, I like the potential.
You can also activate the shield to activate a +1 bonus for 10 minutes to all saves against magic or effects. So it wasn't ability checks. It's a +1 bonus for 10 minutes to all saves against magic or effects caused by dragons or draconic creatures
More of a dragon tie.
or outsiders, angels, demons, devils, elementals, so on.
Okay.
No wonder they wanted 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well,
doesn't go
a
worthy.
+1 shield would be about 1,000 gold. So they didn't know that it had this power.
But what I'm saying is all of that on top of the +1,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely worth it.
Yeah, and they didn't know that it even had this power. They just
that's the
just
shield
heard
of
the rumor
dreams.
from the lizard folk that this had this it was imbued with this thing spirit, and that's what they believed. And the orc said, yeah, this is a bunch of bullshit, but it looks nice. Let's trade it and sell it for big money.
If only they knew it was actually real.
Okay, so here we
So how much for Foldar's book?
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I know we knocked it down. From
The one
25.
was 25, but did you make a persuasion? Oh, you did. Okay, so
Nope, 19.
they say okay, it's probably not worth more than 10.
So
And
35
10 gold I hand, and I have actually a decent amount of my own gold.
Now you do feel that you could possibly. Some people might collect cursed books. I know you like to collect books. Period. Some people would pay a good money for this, upwards of 100 gold easily, and under the right circumstances, maybe more.
That sucks for them.
Yeah. So anyway,
They can come read it at my library.
bring their children to read it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
my
Don't
my.
worry.
See, so it's only a kind of a curse. It's a pseudo curse because let's say, yes, you don't want your kids to be going and doing dangerous things, but let's say your kid is like really afraid of doing dangerous things, right? And you're
Don't
gonna,
bring that, yeah.
and you're gonna go do those dangerous things with him. Now you've got a thing that encourages him to go do those dangerous things, and you're gonna be with him.
You look at it as a curse. I look at it as a self-help book.
Yeah,
right?
self-help
It
book.
inspires
There you go.
confidence.
I've got to say, due to this whole marriage arc, at some point in campaign, I would totally like to find like an abandoned orc kid and just adopt him.
Just like you are my child now.
Because I know it's going to be impossible to have an actual kid with an orc and a dragonborn.
Ooh,
No,
wait,
That's not impossible.
wait. A very important question that needs to be asked here.
I
That
don't
we're
think-
all
I don't think that's
just
impossible at all,
completely
actually.
forgetting.
Yes.
Is Cog getting branded?
Oh, that's a good
That's
question.
why I say we leave that up to
Probably
Ka. We'll leave that up to Ka.
I would say, yeah, we'll retroactively do that. Be like,
Yep.
this is up to you, Taylor.
And
Just be like,
we'll
I
we'll
could've
say
imagined
we'll say
something.
either if he did or he didn't. We'll say he just didn't tell anybody until he tells people.
I feel like Cutler bullying his nephew into getting branded just seems on.
Just
brand.
come on, do it, nephew, do it.
Just, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, that'd probably be exactly how that
Um,
would play out.
If possible, is there a potion of fire breath?
Possibly.
Also,
Oh yeah, there's
scrolls.
definitely a potion of fire breath.
Is there any potions of giant growth? I'm thinking I could go rage and then take a potion and be huge instead of large.
Potion of giant growth?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe
Damn.
there might be there. Oh, you know what? They probably do have some kind of an enlarged potion.
Did you take the 10 gold out, Jessa, or is this, or am I pulling this from the personal? picture?
You said you had enough on your own.
Yep, that's my book budget. I have a book budget.
Yeah, potion of growth. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they have a potion of growth.
How much?
That's a good question.
How many pieces of silver equates to a piece of gold again?
10.
That's
10.
10.
How much for the potion of fire breath?
fire breath.
Okay, so
I'm
I'll
about to
lose-
find out for both of those questions.
I'll lose 70 silver. That's how I'll do that.
Okay, potion
Yeah,
of
3 gold.
fire breath, right? Ooh, hold on. Ooh, don't double charge me for that.
What the fuck does a ring of protection do?
Gives you a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws.
So I would have had a +1 that entire time because I have a ring of protection and did not realize.
It might have already added it if it's on there.
Let me check my.
Potion of greater healing, or sorry, potion of fire breath is 150.
No, it did not add it. wait, maybe it did. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Trying to knock that down, and I.
Uncheck it and check your armor class.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It might just go as unchecked if you. It might be a. It might unequip it if you actually uncheck the unequip part
Nope,
thing. I don't know if it
is
will or
working.
not.
It is working.
Okay, and then what was the other thing besides? Oh, potion of growth, right? Potion of growth is 270. Oh, did I put that thing in there? I did. Okay.
Jeez, I still have.
Okay,
quite
do
a
you
bit
see
of
that spike shield in there,
my-
Daniel? In the chat log, I put the lizardman spike shield.
I see the description, yeah.
Okay. It says wizard in there somewhere, I think, but it's just a caster. Any caster, basically. No, it doesn't say wizard. Okay, but if it does, change wizard to caster. If it says ring, change ring to shield.
Do we have enough in the budget to afford the potion of giant growth?
I need to know how much you're
I
spending.
mean, you guys do know. I was gonna say, you probably do because you do know that you guys just got 1,200 platinum not that long ago.
Platinum.
Yes,
and
but
that's-
we are
that's-
saving for a spell
Right,
jam.
right, but that's 12,000 gold.
Yeah,
I know.
Not to
We
mention,
cleared the
not
mark when we
not
got
to
that.
mention 2,200 gold from just the same haul and 2,500 gold pieces worth of gems.
Still not enough.
The
for
gems I'm not touching because
No,
feared
but-
we're going to leave
No, but
those
you guys
as
are close. You guys are
diamonds, so
probably
we
getting
can-
closer to that spell jamming ship though, pretty quick here. I think,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Not really.
No.
At the halfway
We're at
point.
the halfway point. Yeah, I was about
Oh,
to say it's
halfway
like
is halfway.
25,000.
Halfway is still a lot, isn't it? Like 100,000
Well-
almost.
Well, listen,
Wait, what?
we're gonna be taking a kingdom. There's probably a lot of fucking treasure there.
Yeah, so we're gonna definitely.
I mean, like,
we're making
unless you want to
investments for-
keep that money for your actual.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
know.
actually a very good point.
Would you say this in character like Cutler? We're trying to save up for a ship. Remember,
100% would have reminded you.
Oh,
that it's
yeah.
detrimental.
Cutler would have been like,
Yeah.
Oh,
must have-
Hold on.
So,
Cutler would be like, as much as I want the potion, you make a good point.
okay, so just Januka's thing?
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay. I did budget some money for each of us, but if that's Januka, that's perfect.
Cutler really wants to sail the stars, especially now that he's going to be a king. Like, being able to say he's an orc king who fucking traveled the stars is going to be such a flex, it's not even funny.
Okay.
Orc name would be Cutler Stargazer.
No, Cutler Star Traveler, get it right.
That's true. Or
Not-
if it's on brand with the orcs, Cutler Star Basher.
Right.
Okay, so this next thing that you find, Deontay, this other book, is they want a lot of money for it.
Ooh.
They know
What's
it's
the
they,
book?
they know it's important, but they don't know what it is. And it's clear that they don't know what it is, but they know it's important and they know it's expensive. So they want a lot of
And we
money for
look
it,
at it.
and they're told they tell you that it's very important, and they were promised that it was very important, and so on and so forth, and explain why it's so important, and tell you that they want 30,000 gold for it.
What does it do that it's so important? Hold up.
They don't know.
Technically, we have that money, but that would be like almost everything.
Everything. Which is more important to
Oh
you
my
right now,
God.
the book or our
I'm
mission?
about to be upset. What is the book? Can I inspect the book?
Yes, you may.
We are not spending that much on
may
a
inspect
fucking
the
book.
Guys, I'm so sorry because we are. If this is a book that I think it is,
We are not
we
spending
will have
that much
one
on
of
a
two
book.
choices to make.
Can I whisper in his ears, like, as much as I don't want to, I will steal it for you.
Hold on. I've got an idea.
Hold
As
on,
the
let me
hold on,
before
hold
we
on,
start
hold
freaking out.
Hold on.
let's
As the
see what
prince,
book it is.
as the prince, if this book is what he thinks it is,
They're
can
not
I
party.
ask the guy to hold on to it for us and not sell it to anybody else?
Well, probably could. I don't think they're going to be able to because they don't understand the actual importance of books here.
They say they say if you can, as the prince's, as the king's son, if you can promise us this price, we will hold this for.
Do not
for,
promise that price.
They,
Do
they say
not promise.
they say we will
Hold on.
hold this for eternity.
Do
If they're
not.
holding for hold up.
No.
Hold up. Listen. They said eternity. That means we got as long as we need to get the money.
Do not promise $30,000. Every 30,000 gold. I do not. You do not dare. Okay.
Okay. I pull Fulidar to the side. Let's have a conversation.
In this conversation because
Yeah, I pull you.
pulled-
Yeah, I pull you to the side. Okay, it's obviously not worth 30,000. What is the maximum we'd be willing to agree to guarantee it? They keep it.
I'm more willing to steal it.
I don't want to steal it because that gives us a bad reputation. I'm the prince. I might have to take action against you at that point.
Folidar is actually remaining very silent here. A lot's running through his mind right now, and I still haven't been able to inspect the book yet.
Wait, you're a changeling. Can you transform into like a lizard folk or something of the Underdark outside of the camp? Get in here.
This
and
is
then
what it looks
steal
like.
Yes.
Okay, as long as you don't look like you, so that way if anybody sees you, they don't know. I'm all for that plan.
Do you see that?
I do see it.
That is what
Yes.
it looks like.
Is it the book you think it is?
During the midst of this conversation we're having, I walk back over to the cellar and I just say, "If you so please, kindly, would you allow me to read the book? Perhaps I can give you some insight on its importance."
He says, "Well, the shamans haven't been able to read it." Kind of,
While your
kind,
shamans are gifted
kind
in
of-
one respect.
kind of leaving it at that, as though if the shamans can't figure it out, then how are you going to figure it out, kind of thing.
While your shamans are gifted in one respect, and I pull out the Infinite Diary, you could say that my gifts are quite infinite. I just like turn pages endlessly here. And I close the book.
Are you turning pages, or are you pulling one out?
Yeah, that one. I'm just pulling pages out and it's not even shrinking.
Okay, so hold on. Oh my goodness.
What does this diary do? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What?
The infinite diary is just never gonna run out of pages.
Yeah, but also there's something more to it that I don't think you know.
That's why I'm saying, what is he alluding at here? When you said pulling pages out, and you said, oh my goodness, what happens? What the fuck are we about to do?
Hold up. Hold on, I got it in here somewhere. Damn.
Oh no, Fullidar, you may have
If you
mixed up
create
this
a
thing.
big distraction, I'll steal the book now.
We don't have to worry about stealing the book.
If we have to, we have to. As long as she transforms into the distraction and gets away not looking like herself, I don't give a fuck.
Well, let me look in here and see if I made it as a.
We do not. Trust me when I say the last thing we're gonna do is ruin this alliance. But I will get that book.
You did not write it down, I see.
I don't know if I did. I guess I didn't. But hang on one second. It exists. I can't. Do you know what it's called?
What, my book?
Yeah, it's called like Ziln's Infinite Diary or something along those lines. Or
I
What
think
book
when you
does it
told
come
me
from?
it was, you quite literally told me it was the Infinite Diary. I don't think you mentioned Xenon last time.
This must be an artifact.
It is, from what I
it,
understand.
it is. If I remember right, it is definitely a legendary item. Goodness gracious. Where is it? Hold on, maybe it was in the. Hold on one second. Ah.
Is it perhaps Grimoire Infinitus?
It could be. Yeah, it could be. Hold on. No. Oh, wait, that's a critical role thing, right?
Infinitus?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Grimoire Infinitus is a critical role thing. I don't think that's it.
I get that from. I guess I may have learned it from Critical Role. But that's the only one I can think of that does like it.
Why don't you just come up on the fly?
Because it's something specific.
Oh yeah.
You know what book it comes from?
Yes. Well, kind of.
What book?
It's something from second edition.
Ah, okay.
Infinitus is from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount.
Yeah.
So that is the Critical Role campaign.
Maybe it was that, but I don't think it was that. So I do know this. I do know this off the top of my head. When
Is it
you-
the Book of Infinite Spells?
No, but when you pull out a page, it becomes something.
Does it become what's written on it?
The first page, I believe it's essentially looks like it's empty.
Yeah, most of the book is usually appears blank. Right?
Yeah, yeah. But then when nothing is written on. Oh, okay. No, you're right. So no, I got it. I remember. Okay, so no, it doesn't do anything but throw out pages. I remember. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't do anything but at this point but throw out pages, and it stays full.
Yeah.
But there is something more to it than that. You just have not got there yet.
Yeah. I was going to say, what I was afraid of was that I was just accidentally demonstrating a bunch, not even accidentally, it was partially intentional, demonstrating the power of a bunch of random spells coming from the book.
Just poof, 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 poof. Yeah, that was my thought. I was
So
like,
what I was trying to demonstrate was that the book is unlimited in its nature.
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
that I have quite a history of a kind of background of books.
Yeah. Yep. I gotcha. Yeah. So no, it wasn't. It's basically since you've probably spent some time with it, I will divulge the nature of it. Is essentially it is when you say something like the name of an item, and you pull the page out of there, it produces that item.
That's what I.
Any item.
That's what
No
I thought.
limit. Hold on.
There is a limit. I think there is a limit. I think it might only be mundane items, or it's limited to like some like minor magic items type thing. You know,
Now,
I have to find the rules for it again because
Yeah. Wait. Question. Because this is what I was planning on doing. So, I was pulling the pages out, right?
right.
And I was gonna say something along the lines of there's just like the history of this, the absolute of that. I have studied, and then I would accidentally
So
name
as you're
something.
saying that those books appear,
Yeah, that I was just like it'd be like wait,
like you throw a page down and it turns into a book and it lands on the ground and it it's that book that you named.
Poof, thank God that's. I'm so glad that's what it panned out to. So I just like stopped. and
So
I
long
just
as
like,
so long as the book isn't a magical book per se. You know,
Right.
like-
So I look down. I just go.
Cutler just goes, could you say potion of giant growth and then throw it? See if it works.
I'm too
Potion
I'm too
of
focused on
growth?
the book. So now I've demonstrated my power of bookery. They should
Power
surely
of
think
bookery.
that I would be capable of
Bookery?
translating the nature contents of this book.
An infinite supply of potion of giant growth.
Okay, they say well we can let you read it under guard.
Thank you. I will ask
Can I
any more.
join him?
Yeah, me too.
Can you join him?
Yeah, I guess we're all just
Yeah.
side by side reading the book.
I mean, because I can identify it if I can touch it.
as you are okay, so as you are reading it, they or as you're going to read it, and they say when you ask if you can join them, they're like, I don't think that's a good idea. I think if he can do it, then he can do it. But if you can do it, then you should be able to do it. So who is claiming that they can do this?
Immediately stating that
I
I am
mean,
going to be
I
the sole
can
reader
do
of
it.
the book.
I just stepped back. I'm not even.
So now it's become a question of, wait a minute, if it's so easy, yet our shamans can't do it, which one of you is lying?
I
Did they
step
not
back.
see me magically craft books? What more proof do they need that I know what books are?
As the prince.
Right.
I'm
So
gonna
now then
speak
they automatically think that Jessa is
up.
lying.
As the prince, I'm gonna speak up and just be like, let him read it. I don't have time for this.
But I can magically.
No, it wasn't
figure
about.
out.
Yeah, but James, it wasn't about him reading it. It was about
I was gonna say,
more
yeah,
than
now
one
that
person
Me
reading
and
it.
Jessa are kind of at odds here,
Oh, Jesus
but she
Christ.
knows that there is no stone I would leave unturned.
So what are you going to do, Jessa, to prove that you are the person that is destined to read this important book?
Do you have something else that you can identify that you need me to help you with?
They're like, no, not really.
And you have
Just
Book
this
time.
book?
They're like, yeah, just this book, and he says he can do it.
But I can do it magically. He can only use his brain, which yeah, it has its faults.
Are you careful the line you're treading here, Jessa?
Okay, so why don't either of you make a persuasion roll?
Oh God.
No, it's the worst thing you could possibly.
Now you guys can
Oh.
use deception, persuasion, performance. What's the other one? Intimidation.
I'm just gonna stick to persuasion because
Whatever you
That's-
choose,
that's
whatever you
is
choose, choose your.
something
Listen,
heavy here.
listen. Choose your strongest one because I'm giving you in my inspiration to add. So
Oh my
choose
God.
your strongest one.
I don't think
Well,
think
Jessa only rolled a 10, so
No,
you're in good shape.
we might be good here, but then again, I've been.
No, I
unlucky
didn't.
before.
I rolled 11.
Oh, an 11. Okay, yeah.
So I'm giving.
Oh, so
Philidor
it's
my
11. So it's a
inspiration.
tie. So it's a tie.
No, because
So
I'm giving Philidor my inspiration.
Wait, character
I'll
moment.
use my inspiration.
Character moment. Wait, what? She's using her own.
I'm
God.
Use yours as well as
Character
mine.
moment is
You
just
need
me
to
and Jessa
win.
both firmly standing our ground here.
Use yours as
Well-
mine. You need to win.
Hold on. Use yours first, and we'll see where it goes.
Well, I don't know that.
No.
Does Fuladar yeah, Fuladar, you have an inspiration.
Everybody
so he,
got one.
yeah, but
so
so Fuladar has an inspiration, so he can't be given an inspiration until
so he
he
can
uses
use his, and then I can use
Okay,
mine if he doesn't succeed.
All right, so another
Just
D6,
good.
another D6 roll off.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ. If you don't succeed, you've got my D6 on top of it.
This is too good to me. I'm sorry,
Cannot
guys.
win
I don't
man.
mean to be like this is almost PvP-ish, but I can't help it. It's too good. It's too funny. I can imagine Fuladar sweating. Ah! Barely. Okay, so Fuladar's like, just edges you out by one, and the orc is confused, and he's like, you guys deal with it, and he kind of almost throws the book at Fuladar, and he
Yes!
Immediate catch.
Can I snatch it from Volvaldar?
How dare you? Oh,
Nice,
he's
like
gonna
a
mess
man.
around and make us reveal that we're changelings in a second.
Exactly.
you could try to snatch it from Fuladar, but
This would be a dex off, I would say.
you could try to snatch it from Fuladar. Make a grappling attempt. Dexterity, acrobatics, or strength athletics.
Which
Is
means
she doing it
Deontay.
against mine?
Yep, and then you're contested Deontay, so you're going to do dexterity, acrobatics, or strength athletics.
Jesus fucking Christ. Woo! Fuladar for the win!
All right.
Oh my god, I'm terrified because we
So-
both have the same.
So
acrobatics. Like that.
he snatches it just before you touch it, and
Holy
he's like, just give me a minute. And
I look at her with a very serious face of non-joking Voladar, and I'm just like holding the book as I stare her down. Just
mine.
there are very few things in this world that I'm willing to go to war for.
I can
Butler's-
easily figure it out and give it to you.
I'm certain that you could, Jessa, but I need to know for certain.
okay, so
Okay.
I can find out for certain for you.
This is
I
insane.
need to see it with my own eyes.
okay, so
I
so
open the book.
you start reading, you realize that it's very intriguing. But you're not sure that you can make heads or tails of this per se. Only that you realize as you're starting to read it that it is a manual of quickness and action, and that it will take you 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer, studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines. But you also know that only one person can read it.
That is a
And I'm
holy
already started.
shit.
So, if you read it for the 2 days, the book loses its magic.
Question, because something very unfortunate has happened here. Then
Holy shit.
I've started reading the book, so
If you don't finish reading the book, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't take effect. But only one person can read it.
No, only one person can
Only one
read
person
it
can
and get the effect.
completion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh no.
That is powerful.
And you
Oh.
can afford it.
Oh man.
To be fair, dexterity is his key stat as a monk, so
It's
I'm a rogue.
I thought you were an artificer. You have a steel
she
defender.
is. She's an artificer rogue.
Oh, I didn't know the rogue part.
Yeah, she is. She's a rogue artificer.
You don't remember? You don't remember when you guys were in the dungeon how she picked her way out of the
We
lock?
started off with her being straight up all roguery.
Jesus. Okay.
I just quietly and solemnly close the book. I hand it back to the orc. I turn the cutler for
the
a
other
second,
thing
just
is
kinda
that-
give him a look.
The other thing is that if you read the whole thing, like if you want to read the whole thing, you have to do it over 48 hours,
Right.
and it has to be no less than 6 days, or no more than 6 days, I should say.
Yeah.
It could be 2 days. It could be 2 days in a row, 2 24-hour days in a row if you wanted. But the thing is that if you did that, that just means you're staying here for 2 more days rather than moving on.
Which we aren't. I don't want us to do. So I look at Cutler, and like with like a very solemn, very stern, very kind of saddened look, and then I turn to the I turn to the orc that was selling the book, and I just give it back to him. I go, I'm terribly sorry, but this book is essentially worthless.
Nice.
What you have here is a book
It's a counterfeit.
that can only be read in full once. Meaning that for me to even continue to look upon this book would have wasted my money and yours both. It is a cursed book that burns upon completion. No one in their right mind would pay 30,000 gold for this, let alone a third of that price.
Smart.
All right,
I wish you the best of luck trying to get someone to buy this.
All right, give me a deception roll at advantage.
Woo! Come on, baby. I still got the D6 if it's needed.
This feels like the time where it finally catches up with me. I can feel it.
I got that D6 if it's needed. Come on, let's go. Deception, baby.
13.
Does he need the D6?
We will see. Actually, I think we need to do it this way. I think we need to decide whether he needs the D6 or not now. So
Do you think it's safe?
I think it's going to be up to him or up to you.
Do you think we should use it? That feels kind of low.
Oh my god. Yes, we should definitely use it.
All right, do it. D6.
Yeah. Okay, let's burn that. Oh my god. And please.
I'll click my inspiration off.
Okay, that's 17.
Oh my god, we didn't even need it.
Okay, he says.
God
He says-
dang it. Orcs are stupid. Why did I think I needed that?
He says, but that means.
You were lied to.
Yes.
Great,
Could you do me a favor? Listen.
I, as the prince, lean in.
Listen, sire, perhaps, maybe, if I sold it to you at a really cheap price, then it would be seen as I still sold it, and we could kind of keep this between us, so maybe, your king
I'll tell
doesn't
you
find out.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Because
talk to my
otherwise,
friend.
he's gonna behead me for sure.
I tell him to calm down for a moment. I look to Fuladar, and I say, "Let's go have a chat. I'll be right back."
You feel like you can almost set your price at this point.
I was gonna say I was about to talk it down real quick.
I think I know what you're doing, and I'm whispering this to Fuladar, and we're off a distance a bit. I think I know what you're doing, and I say at least 10 gold. We each give 5.
Cutler, what do you take me for? I may be a charlatan in some forms, but I am not, and nor have I ever been a cheapskate.
Very well. What's the most you want to give? Because I can only help you with 20 at max.
Okay, I walk up to him and I say, 5 silver. No, I'm joking.
I would kick you.
5 silver.
Yeah, I'm not a cheapskate. 5 silver.
I go back over to him and I just go, all right, friend. I'll be completely honest with you. As a reader and as a scholar, understanding the value of even the most worthless of books is my job and my forte. So, with that noted, how does 20 gold sound?
I'll
And I
wait
whisper-
before you decide.
Get my own pocket.
I whisper.
I know that you want to break a little closer to even because I assume you bought this book yourself. I'm feeling generous.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
Bidding war.
oh,
That's
oh,
not. Hold
oh,
on. That's not
oh,
fair
no.
because you have. Cutler speaks up. You have all of our money. That's
Hold on,
not
she's
fair.
gonna spend 5 platinum to take the book from me.
How about
That
5
is
platinum?
from my own pocket.
As
My
the prince,
pocket.
I step in. As the prince, I step in. No.
What can you do?
Hold on. I pull the orc into the hut. Give it
Into
to
the king,
man.
into the king's hut.
Yes. Give it to the man. I know the type of person the woman is.
The king looks at you kind of funny and says, "Son,
Father,
son, what do
there's
we
a-
owe this intrusion?"
there is a
Uh-oh.
problem outside. Two of my friends are arguing with each other over a fucking book that, by the way, you were lied to about. It is absolutely worthless. Will burn up upon reading once.
He said, "You say that
Yes.
to the king?"
Yes.
The king's eyes look like fire as he stares down the orc next to you.
Oh my God! What have you done? You put that man in the blender?
He says,
I'm aware.
Gorak, give my son the book.
I did it.
And he hands the book to you.
Thank you, my father. I give the book.
And then
to
he says,
Folidar.
"Gorak, fall on your blade."
I walk out before you. I walk out. No, actually, I got a better one. Father.
And Gorak
this
falls
orc
on
has-
his blade.
hold on. Before he does that, Father, this orc has dishonored me and you by lying. Should one of us not kill him in front of the rest of the tribe?
Oh,
The
God.
orc has not dishonored us by lying. How has he lied?
You were lied to. He was lied to. He should know better than to accept a lie.
You're
without
right, but
research.
he is not the liar. He is the buffoon. Fall on your blade.
Fair enough.
Oh, no,
I
it's
walk out. I just walk
And-
out. I'm
and-
not even gonna try.
And he says, either that or leave from my sight and never return.
Banishment is probably a better option.
And-
Banishment is probably a better
Not
option.
for him,
And
it's
you clearly see Gorak fall on his blade.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not risking that. Yeah.
Alright, that's-
I go outside and I hug the chieftain first as his son, and I go outside and hand Folidar the book. Here.
It cost a life.
I explained that to him too. I'm like, I hope you know that orc is dead.
Where did this book is heavy?
I would have given him
5?
a little bit more.
5 platinum wouldn't have done it either. He just still got beheaded.
Yeah,
He was trying to charge you 30,000.
Yeah, he was trying to charge.
If you'd have given him a
35.
couple thousand, he'd have been okay, probably.
That was
Between
exactly what she was trying to do. And I was just
between
like, oh gosh, you could
between
have-
Folidar lying about the book and me telling the lie to the king, we got it free. Other than an orc dying.
I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
to be fair, you don't know that it's a lie per se.
Fair, but that's what I'm saying. To Cutler, it's just like it cost one life.
And
Here.
furthermore, I never actually lied. It does stop being usable after being read once.
Yes,
I
but you
mean,
lied about the
yeah.
value.
What it did.
No, but somebody else lied to him about the value, and that's why he got killed. Because it wasn't Deontay lying to him about the value, per se, even though he was. It
Yeah.
was the person that sold it to him at a high price, that they paid for, thinking that they could get money out of it without knowing
I'm
what
not
it
saying
was.
they need an accountant, but
I mean, they are
Yeah,
orcs.
We essentially got the book free instead of having to pay any
Not
fine
not
or
all
any
not
gold.
all orcs are super intelligent. Let's just put it that way.
yeah, let's just tuck this away. Let's tuck the book away.
This was a success. We got it without having to pay a
And
single of any
I
kind
tell
of.
I tell Jessa, like, I'll make sure to hand it to you once I'm done reading it. As she is
You
not
do
aware
know
of the
that
contents
I'm
of the book.
gonna steal it from you.
So I will say this: the magic,
Jesus.
the book is not permanently useless after it's used. It does regain its magic after a century.
You do know
Folidar
I'm
unrequested
stealing it
become a
from
lich.
you.
Wait. So, because we're about to wrap up here, metagaming or out of game knowledge. Time passes differently in different places.
Oh god damn it!
If there was a way that you could put this in a plane where time passed extremely fast there, but slow here, it could be like a day and it could have it back.
I'm hearing is I should read it immediately before Jessa gets brave enough to rummage through my book collection.
You
So-
should literally just.
Right?
Literally, you know how it is when I'm normally holding a book by default whenever we go anywhere. So this is now that book.
So Cutler becomes an orc prince. Well,
Woo!
Well, the prince,
Yeah.
the prince of an orc tribe,
Huge.
and is adopted as
It's
a blood brother and son, and you guys have gotten a manual of quickness of action.
And a giant bole and the spike shield. We made out like bandits here.
And you got that potion of fire breath.
We got out like fucking
Um,
bandits here.
And yeah, and so the other thing was was there any other things that you wanted to trade for before we wrapped up?
Nah, I'm good.
I meant Jessa
Look-
or
Januka.
Fulidar.
Were there any scrolls?
I not
Full
Fulidar, but actually, not Fulidar or Januka but Jessa, yes. Cutler, I think you got enough, but
Yeah, I got more than enough.
But,
I got the bole, I got the
but
belt, I'm good.
does anybody have any ideas if they want to trade something on Cause behalf, or should I just wait
You know,
and see
I
if
feel
Taylor
like
can be
Cause
back in
definitely-
two sessions, and then or not? I mean, next session, see if Taylor can get here, because
I feel like letting him retroactively
Yeah.
would be better.
yeah, okay.
I
Yeah.
agree. And we spent. Let's be real here, okay? We got a massive amount of savings here.
For barely, yeah, we spent pretty much nothing. That book
It cost
alone
a
was
life,
worth.
and it wasn't even our life. So
It wasn't even a really powerful life. It was like a trader.
I mean,
okay.
obviously he's too stupid
No, if
to
you
know
if
how
you
to make a
if
good
you
deal.
try to sell the book for whatever reason, the base
We will be dead.
the base value is 15,000.
So they were definitely upcharged very badly.
Well, no, the value is 30 some thousand, but when you sell something, when you buy something, you sell it for
value.
half. So you automatic. Now, if you sell it for once the magic is used up, it'll be a fraction of that price, but
Unless you
it's
could
still
trick someone
it's
into
still
thinking it
worth
has the magic.
it's still worth a lot
Unless you could trick someone into thinking it has the magic still.
in the hands of the right wizard. It could age 100 years.
I was about to say, in the hands of the right person, that book still has its use. It's just that I am not the right person.
Fallon might be, but he's not here anymore.
Curses.
I mean,
Fallon
in fairness,
really would
in
be.
fairness, the right wizard could probably have it rewritten, but but yeah, that's a powerful wizard there. Okay, so yes,
Manual of Quickness.
It's gonna
Jeez,
be,
what a find.
or at least this is what I predicted being. I predicted being that Justin's gonna steal the book, and I'm gonna just be stealing it back. And
Yeah,
we're
you two are just gonna be fighting over it.
trying to hurry up and
Mine,
read
mine,
the
mine,
book.
mine.
You think you can steal from me?
I am a master of the way of shadows.
You think you're
You may
better
have
than me?
roguish features.
Are you two about
Roguish
getting a
features.
C4?
This
Are
is
you
literally just about to be spy versus
it's gonna be
spy,
it's gonna be PvP before we wanted it to be. So
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like
Just the idea that every night both of us
every
are trying to
session,
sneak
not
the
even
book
every
out.
night, not even every night. Every session, you're both looking for a moment in weakness from the other. Just be like, eat.
Just gonna star scream each other. We're just constantly trying to usurp the book.
trying to one up every.
You have offended Jess's honor.
All right, so we're going to wrap up, and thanks for joining us on Action Surge, where imagination collides with the roll of dice. We battle fearsome foes, forge unforgettable memories, and as the session draws to a close, remember the journey never truly ends. Keep rolling those dice and weaving those tales. Farewell, adventurers, and don't forget to check out Action Surge 5e on all the platforms, Twitter, X, whatever, Facebook, whatever, Patreon. Don't feel free to donate if you want. Feel free to not donate if you don't want. Anyway, give us a like and subscribe, and until next time, may all your actions surge. Bye-bye now.
Holy shit.
Bye-bye.
We accomplished
Bye.
a lot in that small session.
That's true. I like that. I thought that was a good...
It was.
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrill.